Are we back? Are we good? Computer quantum sharded itself, and I'm not quite sure why. You good, computer? Yo, let's go, Oob. Oob with our resub. Thank you, Monkey, for subbing up Oob. Are we good? Are we live? It looks like it's catching up. Can you hear me, chat? Can you see/hear me? Am I hearable? It says I'm live. Yeah, we can hear? Okay, I don't know what happened. I got to hydrate, and I heard everything going off, but OBS just locked up. And then I panicked because I watched my TJ Maxx hit like single digits, so I like ripped open the side of my computer case like violently and blew compressed air in there to make sure my computer didn't just power off. I don't know what happened, but everything seems fine now. Is there any other issues? Is chat good? Like I have good bitrate. I'm sure everyone just got another Go Live notification. Let's see. Yep, everyone just got another Go Live notification. Let's see, right here, Go Live, second time. What is happening, chat? What is happening? Scuff! You could hear through my eyes and see through your ears. Oh, that sounds completely normal. That was probably your end, because yeah, I was watching people like, did I water him too hard? Yes, it's fine. Chat, thank you for watering your streamer. Chat, eat your water. It's good for you. All right, chat, I'm gonna eat my water. Delicious. I don't know what I can do. Like, chat, I have literally 3, 4, 5, 6 fans. I have 6 fans in my setup. I don't know if they're breaking. Like, right now, I think I'm fine. I don't know if it was just a temporary moment where something glitched out. In fact, you know what, chat? Real quick, while we're here, while I know I'm safe, I'm going to quickly just open up my, like, what's this called? The event viewer. I have to physically look to see what it's called. And I want to see what the hell just happened. If it has an event. Because I didn't crash. Like, the computer didn't turn off. Just OBS died. Maybe it'll say something like a memory error or something. Like, maybe I have a bad sector of memory or something. Using too much power for the fans. You know, you joke about that, but it might actually be the case. Wouldn't load. Stream is lowest quality and still buffering. Reset. You should be fine. We'll take a moment while I read these over real quick. So, I have an error message here at 4:15. That was 5 minutes ago. That probably sounds right. And that's where OBS crashed. So let's see. Exception code, and it has a bunch of numbers. Fault offset. I don't know what any of these things are. I got event 1000. Chat. What's event 1000? Task. No, it's event viewer, event 1000. Shut down to the file. Corrupted system files. That wouldn't be good. Congratulations. OBS had an error, and it took my computer down with it, or tried to. Doesn't seem to really be saying anything besides random error. OBS? Google is worthless. It's so impossible. It's so impossible to find information on Google, just period. It's fine for you now? Internet's just being annoying? Okay, that's good at least. Let's see, you weren't joking? You're using... No, I don't think you are. Honestly, I will say this, chat. When I built this PC, it was on a budget. And one of the things I was afraid I might have underbought, like skimped on, so to speak, was the power supply. I think I have a 1,000-watt power supply. I don't actually remember. I'd have to, like, legit look. I don't even know where to check besides taking it out and, like, looking at it. I could probably go check the history of, like, my purchases. But, I definitely think with all the stuff that I have plugged into this computer, and, like, you know, like the 3070 and all that, like, the power draw might be literally, like, just barely. Like, not low enough where the computer doesn't function, but enough that it needs more. And if I need to update something, that might be the thing I need to update. One of your plugins probably did, honestly. But I haven't changed anything on OBS. That's the thing. I try not to even update OBS because sometimes they change stuff that breaks things. I'm assuming it was just, you know, honestly, I'm going to knock on wood. I knocked on my own head. I'm going to knock on wood, chat. We haven't had an OBS crash for, like, months. So I'm just going to chalk it up to random OBS jank, and we're fine. OBS is a moody teenager. That is 100% accurate, B. Also, can I just call out, I didn't realize this till just now, what is with this couch potato being, I search for event viewer, event 1000 OBS, and I've got this spud-ass mofo chilling and judging me in the corner. Where is his ass? Where did he go? There he is. I don't know how easy you guys could see that mofo, but there he is. Definitely need to update OBS. Plugins may fail because they're made for later versions. Well, I don't update my plugins necessarily, because sometimes, like, here's the thing about updating stuff, chat. I have the very strong opinion of if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? Because let's say I update OBS right now, and it's like, we added all these cool features. Cool. Okay. But we're not going to tell you we removed the ability for this old feature to work, because no one uses it. I use it. Well, tough, it breaks everything now, and next thing you know, I have to completely redo my entire setup, or find some new plugin that's another plugin I have to worry about crashing to do a workaround. Like, perfect example, I have to have a plugin because OBS removed, I'm trying to remember what the thing was called, it was like some socket extension thing, WebSocket server settings. I have to download a separate plugin because OBS removed WebSocket plugins from a certain, like, version and below. And I'm like, hi, I have bots that connect through that. I need that. You just removed it. Also, security. I do agree with that, Ducky. Security updates are the most important thing, which is why when I read the update notes, if they're just like, we added all these other features. If it's not, giant security thing fixed, oh my god, you're in danger, then it's like, I don't care. If I don't care about the features, I'm not updating. I will wait until there's a either huge update that adds something I want, or there's an important enough update that, like, fixes something that's like a major security flaw or something like that. Aside from that, I'm not updating every friggin' 5 days when it's just like, we farted out a new update. I just don't update OBS. I mean, that's it. Like, genuinely, like, updating stuff breaks things. Unless I'm concerned there's a literal security issue, I'm not updating it. Call me Edna, otherwise Sensible Duck will just get jump scared every time you address me. I mean, that is fair. Is it Edna? Is that the correct way? I'm so bad with, like, the little ash, what's the, like, the vowel sound, things. Edia? Did I say that right? You might have to remind me a couple times. I mean, B, how long did it take before I got B? And that's 3 letters. B. Edia? Okay, Edia. I'm gonna remember. I'm committing it to memory. Chat, it will now be impossible for me to forget Edia. Edia. I said that right that time, right? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna remember. Edia. That's an easier way for me. Using words, like day. That's how B got me to remember, by using, like, the word B. You just thought it was weird because you called it Bay? Because I read, all right, look. I don't know if this was an intentional thing in your name, but, like, Bay is, like, what is it? Like, it's an acronym. It stands for something. Like, BEA is, like, before anything else. It's like someone's your Bay. Like, I think that's the correct, is that the correct way to say that? Maybe, baby. That's the funny thing, Duck, Edda. That's the funny thing, is I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, B, but I think if I'm telling your lore correctly, your friend made that name for you, and your name's B, but there's like, oh, maybe B, like B, like, you know, it's like bees, and then I kept calling you Bay, because maybe baby, you know, like Bay, I was going Bay, like that. And then we watched that's actually, you know what, I never asked this follow-up question. B, did you ever ask your friend if they named you after, like, if they came up with the name from that American Dad skit that I showed on stream? Call me maybe, baby, call me B, but don't call me Bay. That's fair. He said he didn't. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, all right. We know the answer at least, though. At least he's lying. What do you think the chances are he's lying? Is your friend a liar? Nah, he's probably fine. They're probably fine. All right, chat. I also turned off my shaders in a panic to try to like reduce whatever on my CPU. I'm sitting pretty at like 65 degrees Fahrenheit over TJ Maxx right now, which is a little lower than normal. Normally I'm probably sitting at like 70 to 90. Not really doing anything, so I'm like mildly concerned. But I got the case open right now, so that should be fine. I also think it's a little warmer in my room, just in general. In fact, you know what? I'm going to turn the AC on. I have roommates that complain that it gets way too cold in the house, but it's like they also have their vents open full tilt. I'm like, close your vent. Because unfortunately, they live in a room that gets like no sunlight. So they like I live in like the corner room of my house, so I have 2 exterior walls, so it gets hot as frick in my room. And they're like the opposite. They have like 1 exterior wall, and they don't get any sunlight, so their room gets to be the coolest room in the house. And I think they also might have like 2 AC vents in their room. But either way, so I'm telling them, like, I will tape your vents up. Like, I need cold air. I'm dying in here. Let me see if I can just turn the AC up real quick. 1 second. I'm sure they won't mind for the hour, chat. Just 1 degree. It's 68 degrees instead of 69. And that should help. Because it is stuffy in my room. Like, I'm not suffering, but it's definitely, like, over 70 degrees in my room. And for me, that's suffering. Yo, Hero, welcome on in, mate. The internet is so dog water, stream won't load. No, I'm sorry, mate. Appreciate that lurk, Hero. All right, let's see. We have our fireworks. We can put that up. We can go put this downstairs. Let's go change the beacon. Change the bacon. I believe OSR said they wanted black bacon, Tim. They want their bacon extra crispy. You work at a place with heaters running all day, so you're just used to the... I can't. I literally cannot survive, chat. Like, I kind of wish I could, especially considering I live in the South now. But, like, I am the opposite. I can survive, like, indefinitely. Hello. I could survive indefinitely with, like, cold. Like, put me in negative 10 degrees and I'm just chilling in my shorts. I don't care about cold in any way, shape, and form. However, put me in the heat, over 70 degrees, I'm sweating. Like, actually, chat. I'm not even joking. That's not even an exaggeration. The heaters are dryers. Oof. I couldn't imagine. Like, I love food, as chat knows. But I could never work in a kitchen. It's too hot. Literally, it's like what's the old adage, if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen? That's literally me. I can't stand the heat, so I stay out of the kitchen. Flip that back over. And then, we have any book entries? Let's see. Anyone wants to put their book entries in today? Let me list off everyone's names that we owe book entries to. And if you hear your name shouted out, then let me know in chat if you want to put a book entry in. Starting off with OSR, you've got 2. One from First and your sub today. Sensible Duck. We got Lab. We got Warlock. We got Montana. Oakend. We got B. We got Mac. Monkey. Alexander. Another monkey, so technically 2 monkeys. 24 from Warlock. Oh my jeez. And Knightley and Child, and that's as far back as I'm reading. How warm is it for you? Right now, my house was set to 69 degrees. I just bumped it down to 68 so I can get, like, the AC to kick on for a minute. So my household typically is, like, around 70 degrees, which I can't go... If it goes any higher than that, I'm actually starting to suffer. Like, I will literally start sweating. I will not be able to sleep because it will be too warm. But, like, outside, how hot is it now? It's probably close to 100 degrees. Like, I don't think it was that hot today, but I haven't been outside, really. So it's probably, like, 96 degrees. Yeah, let me check real quick. It says 92, but I don't believe that. It says 92 degrees, freedom units. What's that in Celsius? 33 degrees in Celsius units. Which, honestly, I hate it, because, like, I'll take a 90-degree day, because I could survive for, like, 10 minutes outside at 90 degrees. Beyond that, like, if it hits 100, I'm literally, like, holding my breath effect. I may as well be holding my breath while I'm outside, because that's how long I can last before I start getting, like, heat migraines and eventually heat stroke. Like, I could not survive outside. It's terrible. It's terrible. Let's see. OSR wants to do their book. Thank you, Kira, for the drip. How's it going, mate? Hopefully having a fantastic Tuesday. Let's do OSR's book real quick. Exclamation point, ouch, my face. Exclamation point book in chat for anyone that has a book entry, doesn't know what's going on. Let's do OSR's book. Sucking dick for chicken strips. I'm the hottest girl in this Walmart. And you have a space? You have a space. There you go. You have 2 book entries, OSR. Why does that look like a dick? I'm not calling that out again. There we go. And you have 2 book entries. I'm going to go ahead and delete that from my reminders. Delete. There we go. Go, G-O, all right. Go. We're playing some Go in Walmart with chicken strips. Thank you again for 19 months of support, OSR. You're amazing, mate. Flat balls. Exactly. The cock and ball torture. Oh. Yeah, ouch my face. Hashtag ouch my face. Just crash into a chandelier. Let's see. Anyone else want to put their book entries in? Duck, did you want to put yours in? And I didn't mean, wait. Adina. Did I say that right? I'm trying to legitimately commit it to memory. Chat, you don't understand how bad I am with names. Ask Oob. I am terrible with names. Names and phone numbers. Honestly, names and numbers in general. I could literally like read a name and then the next 5 seconds forget the same name. When it comes to faces, though, I will remember your face permanently. I just will not remember your name, which makes it really awkward when I work with a bunch of people, because it takes me like literal years to learn everyone's names that I work with. You have one. You do indeed. Would you like to put it in? Let's do S, which should be all the way down here. Welcome in, Sacrifice, as I'm about to get anvilled. Why, Sacrifice, why? Let's do S-E. A, B, C, D, E, that should be you. Tato Lie. Tato Lee. All right, Sensible, you got 1 book entry. What would you like it to be? I'm going to go ahead and delete that reminder there. And then other names, Lab Goat, Warlock, Montana, Ookend, B, Mac, Monkey, Alexander, and Knightley and Child. K, all right. Tato Lick. I don't like where this is going. Thank you again for all the support, mate. Appreciate you, Duck. Let's see. Next up, anyone else? Let's see. B, did you want to do yours? M's. I went in the wrong direction. G-H-I-J-K, L-M. There we go, M's. You know where we got one from? Probably from Clip of the Stream. Oh, you also did 3 gifted subs, and you had 3 gifted subs and 1 clip of the stream, so that's where you got your 4 from. In fact, do we not have a book for you yet? We do. Nuts. Wait a minute. Did we already enter these? Is these the 4s? Oh, maybe I just forgot to delete these. Oh, that's what happened. I forgot. This is why, chat, this is why I delete. This is why I delete as I enter them, otherwise I will literally forget. All right, let's see. I think that's everyone that I've seen talk in chat today. Unless Lab wanted to do theirs. Lab's probably lurking. All right, that's it. Going once, going twice. If anyone, by the way, if anyone wants to redeem their book entry later on, they can just call it out next time we're at base. With that said, let's go activate our choo-choo. Choo-choo. Let's get our mob switch going. And I think what I'd like to do today is light up our forest and then start building tiny houses. Tiny house time. Because once I get the tiny houses down, like once we get the little houses down, we could start building like the roads and stuff around it. Choo-choo! There we go. Get into our choo-choo train and whee! There we go as we take off into the sunset. Let's see, I can catch up with chat while we're here, and also minimize this so it's not my way. Whee! There we are. Well, in Discord, it's kind of opposite. You might remember names, but not faces, because you see the names more frequently than the faces. I mean, that is fair, but also I have this terrible thing with, we'll sit up straight, thank you, B. I was actually slouching a little bit. We're way too early in the stream. The problem that I have with Discord is people can change their names. So when you guys change your names, like when I finally get used to what someone's like, for example, like, let's say B. I actually didn't know what your Discord name was for a hot minute until I messed up and accidentally, because if you remember, B, when you won that first clip of the stream, like I didn't at you because I didn't know if you were in the Discord or not. And then you're like, hi, I'm right here. And also that wasn't my clip. So I'm like, first of all, now I know who you are. You know, like that sort of thing. I forget the names that get attached to the other names, if that makes any sense. There's a story behind that name you have. If you're welcome to share it if you want. So I'm really bad with not only names, but remembering which names tie to other names. And then once I finally remember the names, like once I finally do learn them, then you just change them. And now I'm like, hi, person that I clearly know, but I don't remember who is. Help. Help. That's me. I have such a big problem with that. That's like my biggest thing. Because it's like, I remember that I've talked to you in the sense that like I have a chat history. But if I don't, like, for example, let's say you just said hi, and that's the only thing I've ever seen from you, then it's like, I don't know who this was. Yo, did you know? Welcome on in, mate. Well, you never changed your name. You came up with it when you were 7. I mean, I'm same way. Like, once my name is made, it's locked in. Like, don't get me wrong. Maybe I'll add on Discord, like, something to the end of it for an event or something like that. But, like, it'll still obviously be Potato Fox. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are never gonna have to worry about, like, recognizing my name or anything like that. But I know people that, like, change, and not just even our Discord, I just, like, in general. I know people that change their Discord name, like, every day. And then I'm just like, hi, person that's on my friends list that I know, who are you? And then I have to like go through the history real quick and be like, oh, you're this person. Now I know who you are again. And by the time I link that name to it, they change it again. And I'm like, I don't know who this is anymore. Steam did that too. I was really bad with Steam, but Steam also had a useful function that I kind of wish Discord would implement, where you had like aliases, where you could like view all past aliases of someone's name. So you could be like, oh, it's that person. I remember you. You kept trying to do hardcore Minecraft worlds. Every time you logged into a new one, there would be a tree on fire next to a lava pool that you would have to put out before doing the forest, because the forest burning down would crash your game. Oh, God. So a streamer's chat called you the Lorax. You now have a Lorax made Minecraft skin now. That's an amazing story. I love it. You care for the trees. Potato Fox changed his name to Fox Potato. You'll never recognize me. Isn't that right, little oof? You saw nothing. Pet, pet, pet. Let's see. I think when we land, we're going to sleep first and foremost. Actually, you know what? We're going to go back. I need glow lichen. Oh, you know what we can do today? This is what I wanted to do today, actually. I forgot. We are going to light the forest, but also we're going to do the fairy ring. We're going to do the fairy ring mushroom. Fairy ring mushroom. I'm going the wrong direction. It's up here. I need to go into the box of shame, I think. Do I have any glow lichen here? No, never mind. I don't need the box of shame. I have plenty of glow lichen. In fact, you know, I'm literally just going to take all of it. I'm just going to take all of it. Funnily enough, you did a randomized loot tables world where the fire drop was totems of undying. So you had leather armor, totems of undying. Honestly, I wanted to do this before. I'm trying to remember who I saw do this. I think it was Captain Sparkles. I'm sure other people have done it, but it's like a data pack where like recipes and drops are random. Like, for example, you break like leaves and it drops like a golden apple. Or you craft a sword and it gives you like a wheat block. Like, it's completely random, so you need to like figure out how to beat the game, not knowing how to craft anything or what anything drops. And sometimes you get lucky, like you break grass seeds and get diamond chest plates or something like that. Like something like that, you know what I mean? I don't know, it seemed fun for like a one-off challenge thing. Maybe something for like a charity live stream where we're doing like a longer form stream, like, you know, like a 24-hour stream or so. Oh, you're filming with that? A friend has changed their name a couple times. Fortunately, you can still call her by your name you know her. Oh, I'm not talking about like people in real life changing like their real name. I meant like username on like a website or something. That like I think I only know one person in real life, and I've not spoken to them for like a very long time, like since I lived in New York. That like legitimately transitioned and like changed their name and everything like that. And I was totally not, well, I guess it's daytime, it's just raining outside. Totally not like by intention, but like accidentally, just because you're like, I've known them like my whole life. And then I see them and go like, hi, insert name here. And they have to be like, not anymore. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm dumb, I'm sorry, yeah. Like that sort of thing. Like, eventually it was easy, because like they look They look completely different. You know what I mean? So you attribute that new name to like their new visage. But like when they still looked 100% them, and you were just like getting used to it, I'm so bad with that. Like perfect example. In fact, Jordan, you could attest to that because I'm stupid. When you came in chat and you're like, I don't want to be called by my username. I'd like to be called by this. It took me a minute to like legit not just default read name that I had called. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Let's see. Do we start with the mushroom fairy ring in the middle? Or do we start by lighting up everything else first? I think the best thing we can do is start from the far end, work our way back, and light up the forest, then come back here. Actually, you know what? No, we should light this. We should do this first. Whatever this is going to be, we should do it. And I think it was Brev last stream, had a really good idea. That instead of using these mushrooms, like the ones that spread automatically, like this mother right here, we should go to the Nether, and we should get the red ones, the whatever, the warped ones there. I might have a few back at base, and we can make the fairy ring out of those, because those won't spread. The crimson, yeah, the crimson mushrooms. I always forget, like, if I do remember, I call it the wrong one, like I call the warped one the crimson one or something like that. I think if I had any, they're gonna be downstairs, though. The big old red ones. I do have enough. That should be more than enough, honestly. And maybe I take these? I don't want it to be too colorful, though. Like, I'd like to think that the fairy ring is special, because it's a different type of fungus, so that it might have grown after. Is fungus alive? Like, that's the thing. Like, is fungus living? You know what I mean? Because, like, maybe after the crystal fungus took over, this random species, like, learned to thrive. Ooh, actually, wait. That ties in with the other joke I made about the red sheep, where red is the only thing that survives. Yes, with the help... It's made out of proteins or whatever. It's kind of like asking the question, are viruses alive? Like... It might not be considered like a living thing, necessarily. I don't know. Actually, I might have an idea for this. And maybe we take a couple of these, too. I know, and that's what made me think about it. You made me question everything and all of my preconceived notions about what is considered alive. Are rocks alive? Coral's alive, apparently. Coral counts as an animal. Did I put anything in here of use? I did, but not for what we're about to do. Alright, so first things first, I think I want to put down a rough ring with this. So let me see. What if I did, like, replaced all of these guys? I don't want it to be, like, too... red. Like, I want it to be kind of sporadic. And I kind of like the way the ring was set up with the torches, so I might just replace all the torches with this. Hear me out. And then we could replace all of these. That one wasn't supposed to be there. Oops. Boop. Shadow, you didn't even know that insects were animals. Hush. Because it doesn't make sense. Okay? How do you sit there and be like, yes, but this amoeba is technically an animal because it's made of T cells, but that bacteria right next to it that it's literally eating, that is not aminal. That is bacteria. Yes, thank you very much. Does not count. Is not aminal. But you know what I'm saying. There's crazy, stupid, tiny things that are like microscopic, and you're like, yes, this is the animal actually, but this other thing that is like the exact same damn thing is not. I am not smart enough to understand the nuances. Let's do one of you. I can't put... Why can't I put this on this? That makes zero sense to me. Chat, please explain. Why can't I put the crimson roots on the crimson block, but I could put it on just random other blocks? I think we should make another big mushy. I think we should do one more big mushy. I don't want to do too many big mushies. Too many big mushies is too powerful. Maybe put one, like, over here? Also, hear me out. Would it be better if I did this? Is that better, or is that better? Is having the stem of the thing not have the bottom better, or is having the bottom better? I think I like the bottom on the ground. There's actually scientific... No, I'm sure there is. I guarantee you there is. I'm just not smart enough. Appreciate the lurk, Duck. Let's throw all these guys away for now. I don't like this block. This block here. Hey! I wasn't expecting to get dropped into the back rooms. I'm not gonna lie. Excuse me, good sir. Do you mind if I just grab some dirt from you? Thank you. Just obtain this back, please. Thank you. And, that could just go right there. And this can just go right there. Okay, let's see. I think I can't put it there. Alright, hear me out. I'd rather do this then. Right? Does it look ringular? Maybe we do a third mushy? Like a third one of those here? This part right here just seems like it's a little too far back that way. Right? I'm summoning something. I am summoning something. I should be able to pick this up with Silk Touch. Yes, I can. And I should be able to break this with Silk Touch. Well, I mean, I don't need Silk Touch for it, but... I mean, yeah, because it's a straight line over there. So then this should be correct. 1 second, chat. But that's what we just had. Alright, look. This half looks good, so I'm going to mirror this half. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I just literally... this... and this. And this one's technically not following that rule. It would have to be here. I didn't mean to do that. I mean, I meant to break it. I just didn't mean to break it permanently. So like this. And one of you. Can I place? Thank you. That should be circle. Right? Why does it still look strange? Right, chat? Is it just because I'm looking at it from an angle? Or does it look weird? 4 blocks, 2 diagonal. Well, now this one's technically off. This wasn't supposed to be this complicated, chat. Of course, leave it to Potato to overcomplicate everything. Is that better? Did I fix it? I think that works. Okay, you were wrong. Actually, amoeba are apparently not of a single taxon. I don't know what that is. Are more of a body plan for other words that are hard organisms than anything in a specific group. It includes fungi, protozoa, and even animals. So are amoeba animals? Huh? Huh? Are they? We're talking, look at the guy that didn't chat, look at the guy that didn't know amoebas were animals. Oh man, oh, you didn't even know amoebas were aminals, and you were today years old when you learned amoebas were aminals. I think I want to put one more here. And of course, algae is animals. This is what I'm talking about, chat! How is algae animals, but grass isn't animals, or moss isn't animals? No, they're not? Okay. I was about to change my worldview on everything and get very angry. I was about to crash out, chat. I was about to legitimately crash out. Let's grab one more of these. I say we put it here. Like that. And you know, chat gave me an idea. What if we got red candles to be like kind of like another thing we could put and like put them on the corners here and maybe like on a couple of these since I can't put anything else on them. It still looks a little misshapen, I'm not gonna lie. But it looks better than nothing. Let's go grab some red candles real quick. I should have brought a bunch of stuff with me. Actually, wait a minute. No, I don't have them anywhere. No, I'd have to go back. It's fine. We're right here. We're next to base. What even is life? Algae are a group of photosynthetic organisms, including bacteria, plants, and fungi. So fungi and bacteria are in the same, like, group? My mind is broken. I don't think I have candles pre-made anywhere. I do, actually. Can I re-dye candles? Like, is that a thing? Well, I guess I could figure out if I did this, right? Give me red. Something red. Where's my flowers? Honestly, I could probably move these upstairs now. Like, I don't need to have these in this box, but I guess having extras ain't a bad thing. If I do this, I cannot dye candles red. I hate that. Why, Minecraft? Let me do that. That's fine. I'll just take a bunch of this. Break you, put you back away. Where did I get these from? And we'll just go make new candles. They're not expensive. I shouldn't need that many. I don't even think I need that many. I think I already have too many string on me, but I'll just make them real quick. Who cares? Should have beeswax down here. And here. 2. Okay, I have more. I was gonna say I'm fixing to go crazy here if that's all I had from that bee farm. That should be enough. Crafting table. So how do I make? Can I only dye them? I can only dye them after I've crafted them, but not after I've added a dye to them. Minecraft, make it make sense. Algae is an informal term, as are apparently amoeba. They are part of the whatever that classification system is. Gotcha. I'm gonna keep using the lame man's terms and call them algae and amoeba. You're really asking Minecraft to make sense? At least to Minecraft's own benefit. Like, at least to the, like, I could just rub flour on bed and it become different color. Or I could just grind a sheep with flowers and make it a different color. Or make it gay by naming it Jeb. But candles? Nah, you can't change the color of a candle once you've already crafted it. Make a bunch of those. Make a bunch of these. I need more dyes. There we go. Okay. Where am I? What even is life? I think that's good enough. Like, this is the perfect thing. This right here. I hope... Alright, let's see. I need to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64. If the copper golem can reach a full stack, I can make this a double chest... with this being his like, starter chest. And he'll be able to access this entire room, maybe, hopefully. Because I assume it would be a sphere. I hope so. I hope that's how it works. If it's less than that, I'll be sad. Because then I'm going to have to find a way to, like, move this to, like, the middle of the room or something. Instead of listening to music, you listen to a guy on the internet yap about how animal classification is weird. True! You're just like me, for real, let's go! Don't forget about the fact that I'm also yapping about how candles not being dyeable makes no sense. In a video game. Ouch, my face. As I crash into the wall. Several times. Let me escape! Let me out! There we go. As I almost kill myself while trying to escape. Okay, we're doing it, chat. Look at it. Look at the blood. This is where all the blood sheep came from. The blood dimension. Let's do like 3 there. Do like 2 there. Like 2 here. 2, 3, 4. You know what? Let's do a full 4 there. And let's do like 1 here. I feel like that's good enough. But I may as well use the last 2 on something. You can go there. And you can go there. Should I light them? That's the question, chat. I feel like they look better not lit, like there's some sort of, like, growth, as opposed to actually being candles. So I think I'm going to leave them unlit. That, and, like, I don't want this place to be too bright. This is already pretty bright. In fact, if we turn on our lights, you can see that the entire clearing is lit up from just these mushrooms alone. So I think I'm fine with that. Now, we go through, and we light up everything just enough with the glow lichen. This way we could spawn-proof this entire forest so that during the day, it doesn't spawn baddies if we have our mob switch off. Obviously, we don't have to worry about these areas too much with the crystals. So I'm going to start off this far end and chat. After I get a bunch of lights down... Oh, there's a torch I left behind. Interesting. When I get a bunch of these down, start looking for if you see, like, these red boxes. Like, if I say, I think this area is clear, and there's, like, a red box off to the side somewhere, that means someplace something could spawn. So keep your eyes peeled for them, chat. For now, let's see how we can conceal these glow lights. Because I don't really want the glow light to be visible. So, like, for example, if we turn off the light boxes, I don't mind if there's, like, one there, because it kind of blends in with the floor. But I don't want to just have one necessarily sit out just on the floor. Or, like, be on the side of the tree. Actually, wait. That actually, that doesn't look terrible.
Not always about the...
That kind of fits. And that covered this whole area. So yeah, the concept is we're going to go around and we're going to lichen the crap out of stuff. We're going to like and subscribe, chat. Which, speaking of which, could I call out for a second how, like, for some reason on YouTube, I almost have 100 subscribers with, like, no videos uploaded? Guys, I think I need, like, 3 more subscribers. Like, wait, actually. Like, wait, could I do a quick call to action here? I need 8 more subscribers, chat. 8 more to hit triple digits with with no videos on my channel. With nothing posted except for 2 years ago. Chat, are there 8 of you out there right now that want to type !socials in chat? Jump on over to my YouTube and be the one to hit the 100. In fact, you know what? Where's the live stats thing? Can't I, like, go to my channel? Where is it? 1 second. Let me hello? Hello? Can you function? Hello? What is happening? My god, the lag. I want to go to my actual subscribed one. If I go to my video manager, can I actually, like, do the thing where people watch the thing go up? Like, where's that actually at? Go to channel analytics? Oh, look at my analytics, chat. How do people do this? Like, how do people do the thing with the ticker? Where you could see all the people that follow and all that jazz. Audience. No, apparently, a lot of you watch me on computer, and 17% of you watch me on mobile. Isn't this interesting, chat? I'm a bad YouTuber, as you can see. But I have no idea how they do the thing, where they have, like, it's clearly on YouTube somewhere. In fact, how do YouTubers watch live subscriber count? That. Tell me, AI Overview. To view the real-time subscriber count for your YouTube channel, navigate to YouTube Studio. Access the Analytics section. From here, you could find a quote-unquote real-time card where you could see live count. So I'm in Analytics. It says there should be a real-time card. Can I There's no real-time card. AI's lied to me. It's lied. YouTube Studio? I mean, this is the YouTube Studio. There are like 20 potato foxes. Are there really? That's crazy. Go to social. Where's social? Social? There's a social blade? Subtitles? Community? I can now manage posts. God damn, these posts are old. No, I don't think it's here. I don't have anything in copyright because I never have copyright strikes. Oh, go to Social Blade. It's a website. Yeah, but can't you do it from YouTube? In the overview tab. Like, look, Google right here tells you can do it. Look, there's even a little picture. Oh, wait, I saw that. Go to my analytics. See live count. Is that live? Will this update without me refreshing the page? Quick, someone subscribe. Or someone unsubscribe and resubscribe. I don't care. I don't know if it actually hurts you in any way, shape, or form. You just only watch the video that is shorter than a minute. You really don't know what it is. I mean, that's fair. I feel like the one you're talking about is probably actually the one. Like here, let me, can I do this? Yes, I can. One second. Let me see if I could find Social Blade. Social Blade. This looks more like, let's see, the one I was talking about. So this is actually probably the one I'm talking about. Potato Fox Plays. Why did it search for Poto? Potato Fox Plays. There we go. I think I found me. So I'm looking for like where it would, so I found this website, the Social Blade website, but I don't see where it would show subscribers, monthly gain. Like I don't see where like the live ticker is. Oh, live subscriber count. I found it. This doesn't quite look like the thing I was talking about. Also, I hate all the ads, so we're not going to stay here. But like there's the thing that has like, you know, like the old clocks that like the physical like thing flipped over. You know what I'm talking? We got one, chat. Oh, we got one. You know the thing I'm talking about? Like where you watch the numbers like flipping over as they roll up or down, and like you see all the numbers roll over, like that thing. Yeah, let's go. Like that thing. I don't know where people go to see that thing. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I'm going to leave it on this screen, so if anyone else subscribes, you can see the number go up, because everyone likes to see the number go up. Let's see. They removed it because YouTube didn't want to. That's stupid. I hate that. Really? They actually did? I swear someone like just did it recently. Oh, man. Well, I mean, this is still exact numbers. Like, this is arguably more exact numbers. Look at this. It even tells me when the subscribers subscribed. I hope they didn't remove it. That's stupid. It was literally just what this is, but looked cooler. Ticker counter for subscribers, YouTube. I don't know if that's what it's called. YouTube subscribe counter. Real-time YouTube live counts? Maybe that's what it is? Type in a name, Potato Fox Plays. There's me. I found me. I mean, this one looks a little bit cooler. But it doesn't, it's not the same thing. It looks just like the YouTube one. Except for it's like, I don't know. It shames me by telling me how many videos I have on the channel. No shot. Oh, one sec. Okay, the game was paused. I was making sure my actual game was paused. So like this whole time, the one creeper that could spawn might be sneaking up on me slowly. It's like the snail, chat. I have one snail in the world, and one day it might catch up with me. But I like how like it has my channel border in the background as opposed to YouTube. Look at me, I'm YouTube. It says 9 videos. Well, that's because it's counting my live streams. So like if you go to my channel, it has the 4 here, but if you go to my live tab, this was from when we were doing Arlcraft Dragora. I was doing like the bonus content streams on YouTube and testing live streaming on YouTube. So we had those VODs saved here, and it counts these VODs as videos for some reason. I don't know why. And technically I have more videos on this channel. I just think they're unlisted. I think I've shared the playlist before. Because I should show you guys. Like I have like random stuff I was testing. Like I have like the English is hard, the edit that I was doing. I have all of the Slime Rancher series on here, which for anyone that doesn't know, before you guys probably met me now, I used to play hardcore Minecraft until I took an arrow to the knee. But no, this was our original world. Whenever I wasn't live streaming it, I was still recording all of the video. I don't know why. I guess part of it was like, in case anyone ever like called me out, that it's like, oh, I bet you just recorded the video and didn't actually do any of that, and you just like creative mode gave yourself like, nope, I wanted to like document every moment that I was on that world. So even if I only got in the world for like 5 minutes to check something, like I recorded it. And this playlist that's somewhere on YouTube, which you can only get to if you have the link, literally is just all of the random crap. Like literally half of the time the VODs are just, they're not even VODs because I wasn't live for them. Like half the time the audio is muted, or it's me like listening to a streamer while like just mining trees and grinding and stuff like that. So half the time it wasn't even like worth watching. But look at that, number goes up. Let's go, 7 away from big 100, yo, 7 away. All right, I'll keep that open on. No, I told you, just missed it. I watched it go up. 94, 6 away, chat. That's crazy. Wait, I could leave this up on stream, actually. 1 second. 1 second. Can I do this? 1 second. I want to clone this. I don't want to, like, change this. 1 second. Add a source clone, browser clone. No, you unsubscribed! Ah! No! I lost one! It's fine. There it is, yo, let's go! We're edging the 94, let's go! And then everyone just mass unsubscribes and mass resubscribes just to make the number go up and down. Let's see, and then I want this to be a clone of a source, and I want it to be browser? Hello? No, not you. What are you doing? Sorry, chat, you can't see anything for a moment. There we go. That's what I want. But I can do this. Noom. And I should be able to do this, yeah, and keep this on the screen. There we go. And then that could just chill up there and become tiny. Yo, 95, let's go. Is that good? Could you still see it if the number goes up? Number go up. We like when number go up. There we go, 95, chat. And it's literally all the way at the top, so I can remember to delete it when I'm done. You can also get notifications about who subscribed. I think I do, actually. Like, I probably have a bunch of email notifications right now being like, so-and-so just subscribed to your channel. And I'm like, honestly, I don't think I'll ever turn that off. I don't care if I get famous enough that I have 10 million subscribers. I'd rather delete 10 or archive or whatever happens to them 10 million emails than not see everyone subscribe to me. Bring back the days of watching your number tick up. Ah, let's go, memory lane vibes. All right, let's go. So let's see. I don't mind how that kind of blends in, and in fact, it kind of blends the mycelium into the carpet some. So I kind of dig that. I'm not gonna lie. So let's start off by doing the what's the word? The exterior. Like, let's start off by doing the perimeter of the forest so we know where the cutoff is once we get inside. Like blocks like that, I think. Because like if we turn this off, that just looks like the mycelium kind of getting partially covered by the pale moss, as opposed to entirely covered. And I want to go as far out as I can to cover as much ground as I can, effectively. Like that. We can do one here. Do one there. And honestly, I wonder how it would look on the side. That's basically invisible, chat. I like that. That's basically invisible. Like this right... I hear you. This right here, I wish we had like a block that you could basically like keep transparent. That is just lighting. Like I know creative mode people get that for like map designers, which is really cool, but I wish we had access to that in vanilla. Like I wish we had access to that like in survival. You know what I mean? I said vanilla. I meant survival. Boop. There we go. All right, let's do one like that. Stick one there. Probably stick one here too. I also don't want it to be too uniform and, like, you know, have to worry about that sort of trope. Bum, 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 bum. Can I stick one on there? I can. Yeah, I really like sticking them on the leaves. The leaves are really good. You instinctively went to delete it. This is not Fret's stream. Banned. Banned. Does it not auto-delete when I ban? Or I think my chat's just broken. I think it doesn't delete it for me, chat, because I am a streamer. So I get to see all the deleted messages after they've been deleted. Which I guess is a good thing, realistically. In case someone accidentally deletes something, then I could still see what it is and understand, like, maybe why they deleted it in the first place. So I guess that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like how mods are immune to, like, when you better Twitch TV, like, clear chat or whatever. Yeah. Let's see, over there. Put one there. We're just going around the edge right now, chat. We're just edging it. We're just edging in the forest right now. This is all lit up from this crystal, so I'm going to worry about none of this. Let's slap one on top of that. yeah, well, the long names are one thing, but at least on Twitch you can't have, like, fancy scripty names or stuff like that. Like, you can't have, like, frilly letters in your name or, like, weird characters that you can't just type on a keyboard. Because, like, perfect example, like, someone using, like, the little swoop, like the umlauts or something like that over their name. Unless you know the alt key to type that in, you can't just type, like, /ban insert name here. You have to, like, click on their name. And, like, for me, my chat's not moving, like, a million miles a minute. Unlike someone, like, you know, like a bigger streamer like Saba or something like that, which, oh my god, by the way, chat, I will say, I went to is it Saba or Saba? I think it's Saba, right? Komiko Saba, I think that's the name. Which I think the joke is you're not supposed to acknowledge it, which I believe is Gura's new VTuber. I went to their debut. Oh my god. Oh my god, the amount of people that were in that chat. And holy crap, I think they already hit 1 million subs and they just debuted, like, last week? Question mark? So, good for them, honestly. I don't know what falling out they might have had with, like, V-Shoujo or whatever, but, like, I feel like that might be a lot of people will go in that direction, because I just heard... Now, I don't really follow a lot of these bigger VTubers, because they were kind of... I don't want to say before my time, but, like... Before I even knew what VTubing was, these guys were, like, the goats of VTubing. You saw it too, because it was restreamed? Well, I mean, what do you mean by restreamed? Like, it was like, because, like, the VODs are on YouTube, so, I mean, you could go rewatch it. You mean, like, someone else restreamed, like pirated it effectively? I don't know what that means by that. But, yeah, I saw it on YouTube, because I think they're only on YouTube. But I was about to say, Zenetra? Not Zentra, not Lady Zentra. In fact, I think Zen was probably more familiar with this VTuber than me. Because I know I've been raided out to their stream before while watching Lady Zentra streams. But they're apparently, I don't want to say graduating, because that's the wrong word. Gura graduated, which for anyone that doesn't understand or know the VTuber space, graduating is effectively like retiring that character. Like, if I graduated Potato Fox, this avatar, my brand would basically be retired, and then if I wanted to do it, like, go again, it would be a new name, new brand, new everything, but still me as the streamer, quote unquote, if that makes sense. Zentreya, did I say that right that time, Zentreya? Because I never know how to pronounce people's names, because I never hear them say their own names. Have you earned redeemed Team Tater regular? I could check. Let's see. Let's checky spaghettis real quick. I'm gonna have to break the thing right now to go to Nightbot, so that it's gonna look weird for a second. White box, don't mind me. Let's see. Duck? You have not? Let's see if I have to search in order. Sensible. No, it does not look like you are currently a regular. There you go. Lunch money time! Oh no! Well, there you go. Now you are. Let's go. Congratulations, Doug. How many VTubers do you know? Well, I mean, obviously, I know the ones like in our circle, like Lady Zentra and such not. Wolfie, Dark Wolf Girl, for anyone that doesn't know, Kitty, like everyone that's in our circle. But if you're talking about like corpo VTubers, like big VTubers that I'm like, I don't want to say follow, but like I guess like am more aware of than others. Takahata, I'm very aware of them, but they're kind of like in indefinite hiatus right now. Iron Mouse, Chibi Doki. I'm trying to think of like other big ones that like obviously Saba. Like I think I've only seen the last 2 of their streams. I don't like religiously watch any of these VTubers. It's kind of like how I watch Hermitcraft nowadays, where it's like if it's on, I'll catch it, or if I see it in my feed, like I'll watch it. But I'm probably not gonna like be waiting for the go like you guys. I'm not going to be doing like you guys do, where you're like waiting for me to go live and there from start to end. Like I'll probably be the one that goes back and either watches like a clip session or like watches the VOD, like that sort of thing. You're the only VTuber I watch. Let's go. Now we need to make Fret into a VTuber. But yeah. And honestly, when I got into the VTubing space, I didn't even realize that I was becoming a VTuber, if that makes any sense. Like, I thought it was like, I'll just use a random PNG as my face because I don't want to put my face on screen. And I didn't even understand the concept of like a PNG tuber at the time. And then once I realized that was a thing, I'm like, I could do that. But I'm like, but wait, I could just go full balls to the wall and become a VTuber? I'll do that. And here we are. There are 3 VTubers that you're subscribed to. I'm one of them. Yo, let's go. Honestly, I genuinely feel honored for stuff like that. Like when people, like, I don't want to say like when people come and be like, I hate people like this, but I like you. Like, I don't want to sit there and be like, I like that you hate people. But I mean like, oh, like I'm an exception. It makes me feel special. In fact, like I made a post on, I'm getting so distracted. I made a post on Twitter like, I want to say like a day ago, maybe today. I might have made it today. It couldn't have been more than a day or 2 ago. Exceptional exception. Where I saw how many people, like here, I'm going to bring it up real quick so you guys can just see. The little counter in the top right corner is going to break for a moment. Was literally today. I made a post about like how friggin' wholesome I think it like legitimately warms my heart when I see all of the Tato tags in the Discord. Because, like, I know I'm not the biggest streamer. I know I'm not the Iron Mouses and Chibi Dokis of the world. I know I'm not the Gurugaras. I know I'm not the Sabas. Like, I understand this. We fake it till we make it. We pretend we're the big streamer because it's just fun to do so. It's fun to give you guys the sensation and the production value of, like, a quote-unquote big streamer while still having the comforts of a chat that isn't moving a mile a minute. But at the same time, like, I don't expect anyone else to necessarily rep me over their other favorite, like, content creator in general. So when I see this many people repping us, like, it legitimately makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Heartfelt speech interrupted by a trash can. That's the vibe here. Like, honestly, I don't know if this is like, I don't want to come across as bragging or anything like that. I'm not trying to like start controversy or anything like that, but like one thing that like actually legitimately made me like swoon is I don't feel like it's not like I'm hiding anything by like, it's not like they're hiding anything, but like one thing that really made me like, I can't believe that sort of thing was where is it? I'm not trying to like blow up their spot or anything, but let's see. I know they're in here somewhere. I don't know if they're like online, offline. I'm going to be completely like deflated. I'm going to be like completely deflated if they change since then. I'm looking for our model mommy, chat. Our model mommy is repping us. Legit, I feel so honored. Like, you have no idea. Especially considering that they probably have several other children that, I don't know, might arguably be doing way better than me. You know what I mean? But, like, stuff like that, that is so freaking wholesome to me. It's those little things. That's why I had to make that post. That's why I had to make this post, chat, because you have no idea how much these incredibly little things mean to me. Don't get me wrong. You guys could throw money at me all day long. That's fantastic. That supports financially this channel, allows me to do things like get you guys emotes, run special events. But like, I'm talking about like the little things that no one has to pay a cent for. Stuff like repping the server with the Tato tag, or like seeing you guys here, like waiting for stream to go live. Like, you have no idea how happy that makes me. Like, knowing that you guys are like sitting there waiting for me to start, like eager to see me, not like, This annoying ass VTuber pinged me because I had at everything on. I guess I'll go watch. You know, like that sort of thing. That you guys are genuinely here for me. Or like, perfect example, even when you do things that aren't targeted towards me at all. Like, this is something that came up the other day. Like, new chatter jumps into chat and it's like, hi, I just joined and saying hello. And everyone in chat just goes like, hi, insert person's name here, and just makes them feel welcome. Like, you have no idea how happy that makes me feel. Not gonna lie, you have absolutely nothing else to do. Well, okay, when you put it like that. But you know what I mean, chat? It's like those little things. It's just how wholesome you guys are. It's just, I feel so, like, overwhelmingly proud of the community we have. Because, you know, like, I'll see other communities where someone will come in and say something, and someone be like, bot? Are you a bot? Oh, who's this guy? Get this guy out of here. And then just make the guy feel, like, nervous or unwanted or something like that. Or just ignore them entirely. And then the streamer's not paying attention. So the streamer ignores them entirely, which might be me a few times. You know, I tend to get the distractions a few times here or there. But, you know, like, when chat's, like, jumping in and being like, hey, you know, don't worry, they're great. They're going to get to you in a second. They didn't miss your message. Keep, how was your day? You know, and the chatters are talking amongst each other. That's peak community in my eyes. Stuff like that, where not only you guys do stuff like that, but like, oh my God, we hit 96. Yo, let's go, we hit 96. Wait, no, I was joking when I said 100 today. There's actually a realistic chance that we could hit 100 subscribers on YouTube with only 4 videos today. But like I said, it's just the little things. Like when you guys spam potatoes when we have new subs and stuff like that. It's all those little things like that that just make me just so happy. Like, more than you can know, chat. More than you can know. Let's see. I'll put one there. I'd like if I could hit that. I did. I hit that. But yeah, that's it. All right, /sappy over, okay? /sappy off. All right, guys, back to normal chaotic content, okay? But yeah, I just want you guys to know how much you guys mean to me. And when you guys do, it's like I said, don't get me wrong. I know there's some people out there, like, all right, /sappy on for one more moment. Like, I know there's some people out there that's like, oh man, this person like donated like 10 gifted subs and they're getting thanked and praised and I don't have money, so I can't be praised. You know what I mean? I don't want you guys to feel that way. Because, like, legitimately, like, you have no idea. Don't get me wrong. I'm always going to be immensely grateful for people that help me financially. Because, like I said, you guys are bringing an entire different aspect to this community. You guys are bringing events and games and things like that. You're funding that entire side. But, like, there's so much you can do to get that praise. At least, even if I don't necessarily speak it every day, to get that praise without having to spend a single cent. You guys just being here. You guys just talking in chat. You guys just interacting. You guys doing things like hitting the subscription button on YouTube and getting me like 6 new subs today. Stuff like that. 100% free, 100% wholesome, 100% praise. You just got 300%ed, bitch. Oh, but yeah, it's stuff like that. You have no idea. Okay, /sappy off. /sappy off once more, okay? It's off again, guys. It's fine. There we go. We've almost got the perimeter done. Perimeter. That's almost enough to go all the way over this way and hit the ones that we have over here. Can I hide one? Okay, what if I stuck one there? I don't think you'll be able to... Yeah, you can't really see that on the deep slate. And that should cover... It doesn't cover this whole area. What if I stuck one there? It does not cover that spot there. What if I stuck one here? That does. Can I break this one? I could deal with the road another time. I just want to get this little chunk here, and I do seem to have gotten that little chunk there. Can I get it without that? I cannot. I do still need that one. That's fine. I'm good with that. So the goal here is to eventually have like everything here spawn-proof to some degree. I'm fine if, like, this bigger open area is dangerous, because, you know, during the day, it's going to be spawn-proof. But stuff like this, where you have nooks and crannies, like that, you gotta make sure. Gotta make sure that's safe. We need another stream sponsor game that you can link by solo. See, I'm a little, like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you a quick story. I'm gonna rant for a second, okay? In fact, I'll rant while I'm doing this. Hit the wrong buttons. I was hopeful for this, sponsor. I guess sponsor is the correct word. So you guys probably heard me promoting / mentioning like what a month ago at this point, maybe a little bit more than a month ago. The grab tap thing, 97. Holy schmouse! That no 96. Was it actually 97 and it jumped back down? Are you gaslighting me? Oh no, 97. I saw it go up that time. Yo, let's go 3 away. Oh my god, you guys were. I got jump scared because I saw a man in diamond armor. You guys were listening to me talk about the grab tab thing, and honestly, we were making a lot of money for the channel until we were making no money for the channel. And unfortunately, Monkey knows this story because Monkey was trying to help me in the background with it. They, of course, your messages are invisible. Potato, a random sentence from Deltarune that you won't understand first. Chaos, chaos. I mean, that's random words, arguably random word repeated more than sentence. I don't think that counts as sentence. But welcome on in, Hammerbait. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Story time. Okay, so slash rant happening now. So this quote-unquote sponsorship was basically, so you know how we used to do sponsorship streams where you guys had a limited amount of time to participate in playing whatever game we were playing that day and then had like a week to like hit certain goals. Then it was over. That was it. It was done. And then you had to wait for me to do another one. Well, this grab tab thing was supposed to be kind of like that, except for I don't necessarily need to stream it. And you guys could play whenever you want. And you don't have to play the game I'm playing. You could play any of the games that you could play. And by playing the game, even just by downloading the game, you're supporting the channel and earning money for the channel. The problem was we made like $80 like within the first week of us doing it, which I was like stoked. I'm like, this is awesome. We're doing great. You guys you're killing it. And then all of a sudden GrabTab decided, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? No. They turned all of our dollar signs into points in which I have to jump through all these hoops to like redeem gift cards instead of getting actual cash dollars. And when I opened up a ticket to like basically say, hey, GrabTab, like I understand, like, you know, I might have done something dumb. It could have been on me. Like it could have been entirely my fault. But like, what's going on? No one could answer me. No one had an answer. Everyone was just copying and pasting like copy pastas of like, oh, well, not all subscriptions or not all campaigns offer payout in cash. Okay, well, this one was offering a payout in cash, and then it became points. How do I know which ones are offering cash or points? Because now all of them are listed as only points. And they're like, all campaigns offer cash payouts to the streamer. Okay, well, this one isn't. Which one is it? Make up your mind. Like, they were just copying and pasting, like, robotic answers. And I was never talking to the same person. Like, every single time I had to talk to someone, it was a completely different person. To the point where I gave up on getting because they stopped emailing. Like, they stopped responding. And I'm like, I still haven't technically had my questions answered. And they're like, oh, I thought we answered all your questions. No, you still didn't answer if I'm getting paid and how I could tell... Like if you could just decide halfway through the campaign, because mid-campaign, they took this from us. In fact, you know, I don't care about showing this to you. I'll show it to you. And GrabTab, if you want to fix your shit, then we'll go back to being friends. But like, here is the thing that I was showing you guys before. So if you guys play any of these games while you're repping Potato Fox, like our channel, then effectively, you guys earn points that you can use to buy gift cards. So you can make money off this. And then I earn a share. Like I get a kickback from some of your points effectively. And then all those points were going to a wallet that then got converted into just points. And effectively, if you click on here, you could see, I don't know if it dox people's names. I don't know if this is like public, I'm assuming it's public information. But you can see, like perfect example, these are the people that are playing Marvel Strike Force, right? These are all the points that they earned playing, and this is the cut that the channel gets of those points. These used to be in dollar signs. All of them used to be in dollar signs. Now they're in points, and this is someone else that I guess it's installed anonymously. Just installing a game gave us points. That's what I'm saying. So originally they're like, there was an error on the website, we fixed it. So I first thought that what they were saying was I wasn't supposed to be seeing dollar signs for this game, and it was supposed to be points, and they fixed it, so now it was correctly showing only points. But then, wait, it gets more screwed up. Monkey, here, wait, could I show this without like doxing anything? 1 second. I don't think I'm going to dox anything. I might dox something. I have to hide this for a second. 1 second. So Monkey showed me, I'm opening up DM so I don't want to show this on screen. Monkey showed me a game that they were currently earning cash from that I allegedly could not earn cash from. 1 second, let me undox the screen, make sure there's no personal information here. This is not the screenshot that I opened. What the hell? 1 second, chat. All right, this one and this one. There we go. And I don't think I'm doxing anything of Monkey's that's personal here. And if I am Monkey, I'm so sorry. I'll go back to Discord here. So here is my screenshot. This is my screenshot of if I were to play this game, this is what you guys would be earning, the 350 points, and the 650 is what we would be earning for the channel. This is in points. Complete missions to earn up to 75,000 points, not dollars. Whereas Monkey can earn up to $49. Why are some streamers seeing dollar signs and other streamers are seeing points? Also, they're trying to make it seem in some messages that, no, you don't get cash, it's only points. While other messages say, yeah, all of them are cash, and they get paid out directly to the streamer. By the end of this complicated-ass message chain that I had with multiple people from this website, they ended up telling me, no, you're going to get cash still. The campaign just hasn't ended yet. You'll have to wait for the campaign to end to get paid out, which is also not necessarily true. I'm calling BS on them because Monkey gets paid out whenever they choose to. Whenever they accrue enough money, they could just hit the payout button and they're done. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I feel like someone, I don't want to say, all right, look, I don't want to say that they're maliciously lying to me. I genuinely feel like this is a gamers first situation, which for anyone that doesn't know, when I say gamers first situation, I mean, if anyone has ever played APB Reloaded, you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. That's why you didn't play it. You know how it works. Shows cash and random when you hit their goal, it's turning into points. They're hard as hell to redeem. It's honestly, I would say it's a scam. I would arguably say, because you're literally bait and switching at that point. You're literally saying, ooh, look, $20. I mean, $20 gift card. Which, don't get me wrong, it's still worth $20. But you can't sit there and say cash payout and then pull the rug out and be like, show me your facial identifier. You literally have to facially scan yourself, chat. I don't know if this is what everyone has to do for this, but you have to send in government ID, and then you have to have your face scanned when you redeem gift cards to make sure that your face matches your ID. I'm sorry, no. No. I refuse. That's what I mean. That's why I immediately stopped shilling it. I'm saying that's what I said. B, you are in the same boat as me. I don't get me wrong. I am kind of that guy. I'm kind of that guy that's like a little paranoid, where I'm like, who has my identification? My ID is something that the government already has, right? Like it's something that technically someone could already hack and obtain. I don't care about that. I care about the fact that if someone wants to hack the government to get that information, they're going to be on a list somewhere. Anyone could hack GrabTab. You know what I mean? Like Anonymous just casually hacks people every year, all year. Like I'm constantly getting alerts and emails going like, by the way, your information, if you had any information on this website, the whole internet has it now. It's on the dark web. Like I get that constantly. This is why I just don't put information out there that I don't want public. Tinder allows ID verification, and I'm like, why would you ever want to send Tinder your ID? I know, right? That's Bitcoin scan. They permit Bitcoin, then pull the rug. Well, that's a little bit different. But yeah, rug pulling is literally like a bit or a crypto, I think is the more correct terminology, is a crypto terminology where the correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm also not a crypt bro. With crypto, a rug pull is basically like me gassing up a coin, like me going like, oh man, potato coin's going to the moon. It's going to be so big. You guys are going to make millions of dollars. Think dog coin, but me, buy potato, hashtag buy $potato. And then while you guys are pouring all your money into it, I'm selling all my shares so that my shares that were worth pennies are now worth hundreds or thousands of dollars, making your shares that used to be worth hundreds of dollars worth nothing. That is, from what I understand, a rug pull. And it's technically illegal, but it's prove it, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, prove it. But no, it's not necessarily that GrabTap is scamming people. It's that they're being incredibly dishonest, and at the very least, me personally, I have been bait and switched, which technically in America is against the law. Like, for example, if you have an ad that says, come to this dealership and we're going to give you a free car, and you get there, and the ad is like a whole ass Toyota, like it's showing a real car, it says it's a car, like an actual car, like it sells the model, but then when you get there, they go, oh yeah, but we're conveniently all out, so here's a toy car of that Toyota. But first, come check, let me try to sell you on one of these cars. That is literally against the law. You cannot bait and switch people. It's one thing if it's like a limited time offer and offer expires while materials are in stock or whatever. That's different. They ran out. You didn't get there fast enough. But they cannot give you a different product than the product they promised you. If they said arrive, get product, everyone gets one. That potato's not potato. No, that's my secret. I'm never potatoing. My brain breaks consistently. Let's just keep lighting up our stuff here. But yeah, if they even said small text, this is not a real car, then it's legal. Nope, that's not a bait and switch there. That's just you didn't read the fine print, that's what they all do. Like, that's what they do. Like, perfect example, like, let's say, I don't know, open up a random app on your phone for, like, a fast food service. Like, I have the Sonic app on my phone, right? Open up the Sonic app, and I guarantee you there'll be a coupon that says, get a free hot dog! But if you, like, click on it, it'll be, like, with valid purchase and within this time frame, and you must spend at least this much money. You must, like, there's the terms and conditions, and that's fine. But you have to define the terms and conditions. And if you lie and say, make this purchase, and then don't get it, then that's a scam. They are lying. They're not allowed to lie. They're allowed to be technically correct, but they're not allowed to lie. Making sure I'm not missing any red blocks. I know there's more in there, but I'm talking about on the edge here, chat. While we're edging. How about apps that claim to turn your phone into a flashlight, into an image projector? I don't know. I'd have to see something like that. I mean, here's the thing. It's not a scam unless there's some sort of, like, fiscal loss or whatever. Like, if I sit there and say potato in chat and I'll make you 10 years younger, and you say potato in chat, you haven't lost anything. Like, there's no deficit for you at that point. So there's nothing you have to worry about in that instance. If I said, send me $1 and I'll make you 10 years younger, and then you send me $1 and I don't make you 10 years younger, that is a scam. That made you think of your lottery scam story? Oh, please, tell us your lottery scam story. Please don't if you're breaking the law, though. I don't want to be an accomplice. I don't want to be an accessory to your crime. Honestly, that's another scary thing, is a lot of people don't realize how easy it is to accidentally run a lottery, and that technically all lotteries are illegal unless you are a government agency. It might work differently in not the United States, but the only people in the United States that are legally allowed to run lotteries are people that have been given a license to do so from the government or the government. So, like, your state lottery is only legal because it's being run by the state or the federal government in that instance, depending. And you might be like saying, well, I'm not running a lottery. It's easier to run a lottery than you think, chat. Like, in fact, you might have run a lottery illegally without even thinking about it. If you're a streamer or content creator, you might have been sitting there thinking, like, is anyone in the next 5 minutes that subs, I'm going to give a free t-shirt to? And that's not real. Please don't sub for that. You're not getting a t-shirt. That's me explaining how you could have accidentally done an illegal lottery. Because right then and there, that was an illegal lottery, if that was real. Because the only thing you have to do is have a cash or valuable prize. It doesn't have to be cash. It could be just a valuable prize. You had your credit card out. All you have to do is have a valuable prize and have the barrier for entry be a cost, either physical or I think another terminology for it is like a compensation or something where like consideration. That's the terminology. Consideration. Which could be like someone has to jump through 15,000 hoops and spend like 3 hours of their time. Like basically where the cost is you having to do work instead of you physically paying. A barrier to entry being cost, and the way it is won is random. That is pretty much all you need to do a lottery. So if I said, pay me a sub, and I'm going to randomly pick a subscriber from the next insert time here and send you a cash prize or insert prize here, I've just committed illegal lottery. Now you might be saying, wait a minute, Potato. People do quote-unquote lotteries all the time. Like, what about cereal boxes? You have to buy the cereal box to maybe win the prize. You were old enough that you were scanned by the lottery. They told you 20 euros. They didn't tell you in order for redeem it requires a month. Yeah, that's BS. That's stupid. But like, you might be saying in chat right now, like, Potato, wait a minute. I've seen quote unquote illegal lotteries. What about all the toys or like prizes that you would get from like the cereal box? But yeah, Oob just said it. The no purchase necessary is like the biggest bullshit loophole in the world. If you have technically a free way to enter, then you are removing one of the three things that make a lottery, which makes it no longer a lottery. Do you know what it's called if you have a lottery where you have free entry? It's called a sweepstakes. It's not called a lottery anymore. And if you have, let's say you keep the paid entry, but you remove the random chance from the lottery. So instead of it me randomly picking a sub, you guys have to compete in the game of skill. That's no longer a lottery or a sweepstakes. That's now a competition. See, these companies know what they're doing when they do this shit. Now, arguably in my eyes, I think that those mail-in sweepstakes BS loopholes should not count. I think that's like having to like postmark something to a PO box and like lick a stamp and go out to a like having to do all that crap. Like having to do all that, as far as I'm concerned, is consideration. As far as I'm concerned, you're having to do enough work. In my eyes, the no purchase necessary should be as easy as checking off a box on a website and saying, I want in. But you know. Hell yeah, your alt count sub soda. Oh, 98. Yo, let's go. Yeah, guys, don't, I will say this. Don't make fake accounts just to subscribe. I want to get them legit. I don't want 100 fake subscriptions. You know what I mean? But yeah, if people are in chat or watching me yap, I will eventually be posting YouTube content. Maybe really, really soon. So maybe you guys want to make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on being the first to comment on a new video. Blind Tato, you give up? No, I read that one. You got a question. Will you ever put like a world download? I feel like I've answered this one a lot of times before. When you finish projects and stuff, definitely at some point. In fact, technically, you guys have already played on the world. You know, when we did Potato World Online and stuff like that. But I feel like I want to get to the point where I have like the world finished, or at least where I've done enough in the world where I feel like it's worth the time for someone to download it. Does that make sense? So the answer is yes, but not yet. Yes, but not yes. I used to watch questionable shit. I still watch questionable shit. Let's see. Getting distracted, placing down various things of glow lichen. I legit forgot what this item in my hand was called for a moment. I see red through the wall. Did I miss a spot over here? I mean, I know I missed many spots, so I shouldn't nitpick this hard. But what is this spot? This spot. I would have missed that spot. I wouldn't have found that spot. It was hiding behind a block. All this stuff we're going to come back for. Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to come back for it. You do have an alt account on every single platform, but you'll never abuse it. Yeah, like I said, if you use the, like, let's say you only subscribe to VTubers with one account, and then that's like your quote-unquote VTuber account. I'm just making this up. And then say you have a second account where you watch stuff with your family, so you only subscribe to wholesome stuff on that account. But for whatever reason, you deem me wholesome. You know, like I'm family friendly. Fuck! Like, you know, like for whatever reason, you deem me family friendly. Like, and you're like, I can see you being subscribed on both accounts where I watch you with my family, but also you're a VTuber, so I watch you with my VTuber. I don't mind you guys double, like, subbing or following or whatever with that. All right, that's up to you. But I don't want you guys going like, I'm gonna make 3 fake accounts so that I could just subscribe to you because I want to watch the number go up, or I want to watch the reaction of you being, thank you, subscriber 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, for your follow. You know, like that sort of thing. Like, don't do it for that. If you abuse it that way and I find out, I will clap your ass. And not in the good way, like in the you're banned way. And I'm sure Twitch has something against that. Like, I'm sure there's a terms of service thing somewhere being like, don't abuse making alt accounts, like don't ban evade, like stuff like that. But yeah, don't do stuff like that. But like I said, if there's a legitimate reason, it's like 1 or 2 accounts, like I don't mind that. That's not really the reason. You think it's funny to have 2 accounts. Like I said, I don't think 2 accounts is breaking the world. Like having a personal account and having a professional account. I don't like lightning though. We're gonna sleep real quick. I'm not prepared to go hunt heads. The mob switch is on and everything. We're lighting stuff up, so I don't want lightning burning a tree down. There we go. Femboy furry account, this one, and alt account called Hammer, normal one. I mean, like I said, I don't judge what you do with your alt accounts. I just like, as long as you're not like, I have 20 accounts and I'm gonna follow bombs the crap out of, like that sort of thing. Like, that's abuse in my eyes. That's like abuse of like what is a free account thing. You know what I mean? But if you're just like, I have 2 accounts and I use them for different things, whatever, cool, pog. Let's go. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not necessarily condoning that if that's against Twitch terms of service. Please don't ban me, Twitch. But you know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. Which, by the way, honestly, chat, I hate to say this, but in the last few weeks, I have been strongly considering. I don't want to say this is the thing. I don't want to scare anyone here because I'm not going anywhere. But I've been strongly considering multi-streaming / potentially moving to like YouTube or something like that. Mostly because Twitch is just concerning me. It wouldn't be something I would do now. It wouldn't be something I would do, you know, within this year. But like, perfect example, Twitch allowing simulcasting, but like starting to shadow ban people for simulcasting. Like, I don't know. To me, Nutty getting banned outright in clear violation of their own terms of service. Like, here's the thing. The terms of service for simulcasting specifically says any violation of these terms will result in a warning so that you could correct the thing before any other action. Nutty got straight up banned. It was only like a 24-hour ban or whatever. But still, they got banned without warning for effectively making the chats touch. Which I don't know. I think that's the stupidest thing in the world. And as long as I don't multi-stream, they can't technically clap me with that. As long as I don't technically simulcast. Once I simulcast, I open myself up to community guidelines. All that. And I really don't want that headache right now. PP with pig pee attracts pissed pee. Yeah, like I don't agree with the, first of all, the rules on simulcasting, if they're going to start enforcing them that way, are so incredibly vague that everyone on this site has technically done this. Hello, I missed Hammer's message 3 times in a row. I'm banned for not paying enough attention to my Twitch chat. Literally, you think I'm joking? That's actually in the rules. You know, your BF is one checked phone, said, quote, I see you like thick bunny femboys. I said those words. He was still talking about Mr. Bubbles, and your BF is also Fury, so that was random. I'm so confused. So I don't know. Like, I'm nervous about opening that can of worms, but like multi-streaming is effectively the future. And even Dan Clancy himself, Twitch CEO, said, quote unquote, well, not literally quote unquote, you can't grow on this platform. You need to do stuff on other platforms in order to grow on Twitch. But we're going to ban you if you do stuff on other platforms. Open the worms of cans instead? Ah, yes, the worms of cans. All right, this is the part where we have to start making sure we don't miss a single block of red. So if you see me passing an area like that now, we have to go find it, and we have to fill it. So start looking for little areas like this, chat. Little areas of red that you see me passing. I'm going to try to walk stripes back and forth like we did when we were putting stuff down to not miss stuff. But if you see me, like, if you see out of the corner of your eye, like something over there that I miss, etc., let me know. There we go. That should be a good stripe there. We'll come back over here and we'll work this way. Work this way. That was a terrible Goofy impression. I'm trying to just put them on the leaves because they hide really well with the leaves. And we should pretty much have a random leaf everywhere we would want a glow lichen. Walk this way, talk this way. I mean, that's pretty much what Twitch is telling me to do. You're allowed to do anything you like as long as it's only exactly what we want you to do. Also, 98 subscribers. Yo, let's go. Did Twitch just crash? Hello? What just happened? What just happened? Did VTube Studio just crash for a second? Ah! I think I think something just broke, but it unbroke itself. I just lost model tracking for a moment. I think my internet might have hiccuped. I think we're good. Is everything good? Stream looks fine. I don't have drop frames. Are we good? Yeah, I don't know. My model like lost tracking for a minute. Here, let me calibrate my face again real quick. My face has been calibrated. We good? Stream hitting the fan. No, I think we're good. I don't think we got disconnected. My CPU is still doing fine. It's still got like 60 degrees before TJ Maxx, so I'm fine there. Let me just reopen this. I don't think I ever opened this from before. I need my projector, not the source. Full window projector. No, I need my window projector preview. There we go. I need to be able to see what you guys see so that I can monitor stuff. There we go. There we go. Tig bits. We got it. Let's go. All right, everything good? Stream still good? We're at 98 whole subscribers. Look at that, chat. We're at 98 subscribers. So close. 2 away from triple digits. 2 away. Surely there's 2 people in my chat right now that aren't subscribed to me on YouTube. No, but yeah. So the TLDR, for anyone that doesn't know, when you're simulcasting, the 3 main rules are effectively... I'm not going to list the extra 3 rules. I'm just going to list the thing they expect you not to do. They expect you to pay primary attention to your Twitch chat over any other chat. Twitch chat gets priority. Secondly, stream did die for a second. No, wait, it didn't. Never mind. I lied. Tato, you were confused why I said bah ha ha, then check content. I will check content after that. Nah, you got to pay for it if you want right now. Is specifically, if you are multi-streaming, Twitch has priority. They get your best settings. So like, for example, let's say you can only stream on 1080p on Twitch, right? Because that's as high as Twitch will let you. But you can stream on 4K on YouTube. You're not allowed to stream on 4K on YouTube if you're simulcasting. Twitch has to be the highest quality option. You have to prioritize paying attention to your Twitch chat, not your YouTube chat or not anything else. And most importantly, and this is the BS one, you're not allowed to acknowledge that you're streaming on other services or basically draw viewers away from Twitch in any way, shape, or form. So like if I sat there and said, I'm also streaming on Kick and I'm also streaming on YouTube, and someone goes from Twitch to one of those, banned. It's so stupid. It's not supposed to be that way. No other platform acts that way. Only Twitch acts like the insecure girlfriend that is afraid that if you're even look at another girl, that you might be cheating on them, that they're not good enough. That's what Twitch is doing right now. You're starting to think it's time to leave Twitch. Like, I'm not there yet, but they're making me nervous. And I've never felt nervous until this point, chat. Like, as a content creator on Twitch, don't get me wrong, Twitch has been through their adpocalypse. Like, they've been through times where you're like, Twitch, you're not... Are you good? You good? But like, they're really making me, no, realistically, chat, they're not going to mess with us, right? Because we're tiny creator. We're small beans, right? We're small fries. We're literally small potatoes. We're not big enough to cost them anything that they care about losing. They're probably not going to touch us. But here's the thing. Let's say they randomly do. I'm not a partnered streamer. I don't have a partner manager. I can't be like, hey, I think your AI accidentally banned me for no reason. Can you please unpermanently ban me for saying poop? Crickets. You are just done. That's it. GG's. And like right now, like if with everything we've done, with everything we've accomplished, if I got banned on Twitch, I don't think I would have the heart to like start over again. Like, not on Twitch. If I did start over again, which I probably would, I probably wouldn't give up content creation, because screw you, Twitch, if you did that to me. I would just move on to YouTube or something like that. But, like, the point is, like, if you're a big content creator and, like, Twitch randomly bans you, you could be like, all right, everyone that's here to watch me, my millions of viewers, just come on over to this other website, and everyone's going to follow you. And everyone that doesn't follow you is going to know you're over there because of word of mouth, because of how big you are. When you're a tiny streamer, you just Thanos dust into the wind. Like, you just evaporate. You're just gone. There's no, oh, everyone just realizes you moved to another website. Like, you're just gone. That's it. You can't just rebuild what you lost so casually. You know what I mean? I thought I saw a red box over there. So, like, it's terrifying to think about that for doing literally nothing wrong, that Twitch could just, honestly, and here's the thing, I don't even think there's human beings doing this. I think this is like a YouTube automatic copyright strike situation where the algorithm's being told to do something, and the AI is clapping people because honestly, I don't think Twitch has enough mods to do this manually. And one of the big scares right now, which I don't like, everyone's like, why don't you stream on YouTube and Kick? And especially with content creators fawning over Kick's friggin' 95-5 split right now. But like, I don't know. I'm kind of like in Fret's boat with this, because Fret has the same opinion as me with this, where I don't trust Kick. Like something, like, I already know that Kick is shady, because like gambling, like they're basically like the owners of Kick are like gambling, like casino owners, so to speak. You got priority because of staff. Minecraft movie from library, what? Speaking of copyright strikes, you got copyright movie because of the library? What? You got copyrighted because of like a music disc in Minecraft or something? Is that what's going on? I'm not understanding the context. How dare you hold that door for pregnant, disabled, elderly child? What? You would still prefer Twitch as best streaming. I still prefer Twitch. Like above ever, even with the shit that's going on right now on Twitch, Twitch is my home. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want to go watch Kick. I don't want to watch TikTok. I don't want to, like, don't get me wrong, like, you could watch on YouTube, like, there are big streamers that stream on YouTube, but, like, the experience on YouTube is meh. And YouTube doesn't care. They're not trying to be a live streaming service. They're just doing it on the side because they know they'd be foolish not to offer it to their creators that are on YouTube exclusively. But realistically, like, YouTube's already making bank. They don't need to make more money. Like, sure, they might one day. But Twitch is holding the crown. Twitch knows they're holding the crown. Twitch knows they are the GOAT of streaming content. And I think they're getting a little complacent in that. And it's coming across as insecure that they're afraid that they might have that crown tipped. Because Kick is coming hard and strong. They see weakness. They smell blood in the water. And my God, they're coming for them. But I don't know. Like, here's the thing. I think this is all theories. And this is not. Don't take this as gospel. Don't take this as fact. But I think Kick is doing the smart thing, which is also the scummy thing. And they're trying to disrupt the marketplace. Right? Rule 1 of making a new business in this day and age: disrupt the marketplace by basically operating at a loss. Offer things for practically free so that everyone comes to you and that you basically kill all your competition. Once all your competition is gone, phase 2, raise all your prices. It's supply and demand, bitch, and you're the only one supplying and you're demanding. And I feel like that's what Kick is going to do if they succeed, where it's like, yeah, it's a 95-5 split now, just like Twitch used to have a 70-30 split. And then they got too big for their britches and got greedy and went to a 50-50 split. Once Kick, let's say Kick wins, let's say Kick puts Twitch out of business entirely, like Twitch entirely shuts down, and now your only option is YouTube or Kick, I promise you Kick will raise their share. Kick's not going to work at a 95-5, and arguably even worse is if they do, because how is Kick making money? How is Kick viable? Where are they paying for the servers? Where are they paying for the everything? And the scarier question is probably why I'm not streaming on Kick right now, is the gambling. No, it's not necessarily shady business deals, B. It's more than likely that Kick is just being used as a front to funnel viewers into a gambling addiction. It would be like me opening an ice cream shop right next to my casino and offering free ice cream. But then also all the signs point to go into my casino next door. Yeah, free ice cream. No, it's legitimately free ice cream. No strings attached. Come in, get free ice cream. You can come in every day, get free ice cream, and leave with just the ice cream. But, like, if I'm constantly egging you on to go next door into the casino and get addicted to gambling, a lot of people going to the free ice cream shop might become addicted to gambling, and then I'm going to make way more money off the people throwing money at the casino than I would ever get from legitimately selling ice cream for reasonable prices. See what I mean? Now, I'm not going to confirm or deny that that's what Kick's strat is, but Kick might be trying to legit make money off of the live streaming scene. They might be. Or they might just be trying to funnel more people into their casinos. Because I'm fairly certain that both of the owners of Kick are like the owners of what is the gambling site? Stake? I think it's Stake. Which I I don't have an addictive personality, chat. I've gone to casinos before. I've had fun in casinos. You could have fun in casinos. Penny slots are a great time. Get drunk for pennies, literally. But jokes aside, like, there are people that have addictive personalities that don't know when to stop, that get sucked in, or maybe they're in bad times and they think they can get a little bit extra cash from, you know, like from trying to win against the house. So like they get sucked in and then they lose everything. And it's like alcoholism, like chat. It's like legit, like being a gambling addict is like an illness. You need to go to like rehab. You need to get help sometimes, external help even. And I don't ever want to be even accidentally promoting something like that. Just a matter of time before they open a rehab center specializing in gambling. They already have that. They already have that. That you think you're joking. That is already a very real thing. They have what is effectively like a Alcoholics Anonymous for gambling. Bro, you don't even understand. Like where I live, there are signs everywhere, like billboards being like, gambling addict, call this number. I'm not joking, B. I'm being so serious right now. I'm being dead serious. Gambling addiction is a very serious thing. Which is why it's one thing if I'm like, we're going to play a fun Gamba gotcha game. Whatever, it's a video game. Don't get hooked on the part where you throw endless amounts of money to get fancy waifu character. There goes your last shred of hope for me. But that's what I'm saying, B. With that in mind, now that you've been unfortunately educated on the scary fact that that's a real thing that exists, because it's a real problem in our society. Now imagine Twitch. I'm not saying Twitch, this is not Twitch, but imagine if Twitch was really a casino that was just using streaming as a way to try to funnel people in. Like imagine every ad that popped up on Twitch was just, come to our casino. Click here to play slots online. Win big. You get money for free online. Like imagine it literally being turned into gambling for kids. Gambling for adults. Gambling for all ages. You can see why I'm hesitant to back a site that might be used in that way. You work with dogs. You held on to the one for the dogs. What? Bro, please tell me it's the gender. They're same. There goes the last shred of humanity. Oh, you still had that. Okay, I understand it. I mean, that's fair. But dogs and humanity are two separate things. Dogs are innocent. They don't do bad things because they're bad dogs. They do bad things because they've been traumatized by bad people. Dogs are still pure and innocent and wholesome. There we go. I think we've got that strip. Work the next line. I'm basically going to wherever I see red, and then we're just working backwards. But yeah, so with that in mind, chat, those are my main hang-ups. Don't get me wrong, if I find out that Kick is like, no. Yeah, our owners are owned by casino, but like we are so separated from that. Like we don't promote that at all on the website, blah, blah, blah. We're never going to change this. This is locked in. You have a contract, whatever. Then I'd be like, all right, I'm opening myself up a little more to the thought, right? But if it's like, I don't want to be used as a tool. I don't want my brand to be associated with effectively making people get gambling addictions. The only thing I can think of is stuff like that is like, chat, have you ever heard of like, I don't want to even say this guy's name. I don't want to even platform him this way. But like, I'm sure you've heard of what is his name? Now I have chat in my brain. Something Doherty. He's some Chad Doherty. I don't know what his name is. He's a dumbass. He's like one of those real life, like IRL streamers that like, promoted girls with OnlyFans. Like, he's a child. He's the kid that crashes McLaurin while reading chat while driving in the rain. Jack Doherty, thank you. That guy. That guy literally was called out for promoting effectively gambling to his majority child audience and being like, yeah, I don't care. As long as I get the bag, I don't give a crap. I don't want to be that guy, chat. I don't want to be adjacent to those guys. No, I knew his name too. I said Chat. And then my brain said Chat Doherty, but Jack Doherty. Yeah, that's the guy. But yeah. And honestly, I've never watched a single one of his streams. The only thing I've ever seen of him is the internet roasting him for being a tool, and rightfully so. I don't want any harassment. I don't want anyone to go find him and harass him or anything like that. But like, bro, when you do something dumb and you post it on the internet, people are allowed to call you a dumbass. That's not harassment. That's just people sharing their opinion of objective fact. But but you watch videos of his downfall. It doesn't mean you watch his streams. It means you watched other people capitalizing on his streams, which, as far as I'm concerned, is okay. Get someone else get that bag, not him. But yeah, no, as far as I know, he's completely career over. Like, he's just hanging on by a thread right now, which I don't want to condone someone's downfall, right? Like, I'm not happy that, like, someone ruined their career or whatever. But, like, bruh, I'm so glad you're not being a menace to society anymore. Exactly. Give your views. Like, chat, I can't say this more than anything. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's fun to watch someone self-destruct or do something crazy because it's, haha, they're doing crazy thing. But, like, your views are supporting that. Like, think about that. I know no one here is doing that. I know no one here is, like, being that sort of horrible, degenerate person. But there's, like, hundreds of thousands of people out there that watch people like Johnny Somali. Or what was that Russian guy? Oh, I remembered his name until a minute ago. He's going to prison now for, like, harassing some guy in Taiwan. I'm so glad, by the way, that other countries are starting to crack down on the Johnny Somalis of the world, too. Because screw those people. Screw those people that use other people's lives to make content for themselves. Like harassing people to make content. Ugh, it's disgusting. They all deserve prison. Not hate, not being bullied or beaten up. Just prison. Just remove them from society until they can learn better. And if they can't learn better, stay removed from society. I don't have a problem with that. Harassment is something you might be a victim of by another streamer. Yeah, that's disgusting. I hate it. Like even if someone does something dumb, there's a very fine line between everyone voicing their opinion all at once and everyone harassing someone. You know what I mean? Like, perfect example. There was the Joe Cat friggin' crap that went on, like a few months ago, or it might have been last year at this point, where Joe Cat a while ago sang a meme song, which personally I thought was funny. It was a cute little video they did. They put it on their channel. They didn't think anything of it. They got positive reviews, whatever. Moved on with their life. Someone on Twitter found it terminally cringe, apparently, and blew up their shit. The hate campaign got so much friggin' momentum that people were literally sending death threats to Joe Cat, mailing him crap, doxing him on the internet. I don't care if you think he's the cringiest person in the world, which I don't think he's cringe. I don't think anything that he's done is that cringe. Like, something might be like, okay, that's kind of funny it's meant to be cringe, but that's the joke sort of way, whatever. But, like, even if you want to voice your opinion that, that's cringe, bro, fine, voice your opinion. Everyone on the internet can voice their opinion that they think that's cringe. I don't have a problem with that. Sending the man mail? Doxing the man? No, I'm sorry. That's too much. It's apparently gay to like girls in a friendly manner. It wasn't even about liking girls. It was about they thought the song was cringe. Like, it was so weird. And, you know, I was so afraid because, like, as far as I saw at that time, I had been watching Joe Cat's career for, like, the longest time. Like, for anyone that doesn't know who I'm talking about when I talk about Joe Cat, what's the name of the series? It was the Crap Guide to D&D. Do people remember that? Crap Guide to D&D. This.
You may think you know D&D, but guess what, nerd? You don't. Not until you understand what the fuck is all this shit. What is this? What is this? Why do I need to know animal handling? The fuck is Arcana?
But, like, quick clip. This is the content that I grew up watching Joe Cat. They also used to live stream. They would play, like, Worms Armageddon and make funny voices and stuff. Like, I watched all their content. They made good content. I love that series. Exactly, Milo. I love the series, too. To this day, I love that series. And to see this man basically get bullied off the internet broke my heart. Like, legitimately broke my heart. Also, welcome in, Mimi. Tato is a girl interested in me. I mean... But no, like, wait, Tato, a girl is... I thought you were calling me a girl, and I was interested in you. Never mind, that was part of the joke. I was leaning to the joke. But congratulations, babe. But yeah, friggin'... To bully this man off the internet because they made something that someone didn't like is absurd. I hate that so much. I hate that with the fullness of my heart. And I'm so glad that they are back on the internet, back making content again, even if it's not like the same exact stuff they used to do. But specifically in regards to that, they made a post on Twitter. What was the song? Wait, maybe I can find it. I definitely liked it. Someone, I think it was Will Smith, made a song. I could probably just go to Joe Cat's page and find it. Because it's probably something they recently said. Eat my water. Okay, chat, I'll eat my water. It's good for you. Thank you, Milo, for the hydrate. Chat, eat your water. It's good for you. delicious. And a full streamer care package. Okay, B, I got you. I was actually slouching a lot. There we go. I am sit up. I am straight now. There we go. But let's see. I'm trying to see where it was. It was this right here. Which I don't know how much of this I could play on stream before I get copyrighted.
I love pretty girls.
That's all I'm playing. That's all I'm playing. It already makes my ear bleed thinking about it. Will Smith, I'm sorry, you fell off, mate. I don't know. I listened to the song. It's not for me. I don't want to hate on it. It's not. Maybe people out there like that kind of music. I don't know. It's not for me. But I love the fact that this man right here, after the shit he went through, said 100K likes and I do a cover. Yes, I liked it. Bro loves pretty girls. Exactly.
Girls.
That's the song. It's pretty much the whole song. That's pretty much, and Will Smith is like micro-sized, being picked up and thrown around with, like, look, I will mute the song and let you watch the music video for a moment to understand that this is what you are watching. This is real. I'm fairly confident that this is a fetish. Will Smith is cringe. Honestly, I when I said Will Smith fell off, like, I feel like ever since that's hot. That's hot. Like, ever since then, I kind of lost respect for Will Smith. I like the movies he used to be in. I never really listened to his music, but, like, I don't know. Again, that's just not my genre of music, so I'm not judging that in that way. But yeah, like, I'm not going to play the whole ass video, but you see what's going on here. That's it. If you want to watch it, you could go find the things. You could go. In fact, if you want to hear Joe Cat do a 100K likes, I mean, they're almost halfway there. Let's see. I will shamelessly. Where's share? Where's the share button? How do I share? How do I share? Copy link. I will post this link in chat. There you go, guys. Like that post, and maybe Joe Cat will get another. I hope that they're ready for the backlash, and I hope they don't give a f about the backlash, because genuinely, I would watch the shit out of that. I bet you Joe Cat does it better. Even I bet Joe Cat does it better. He's an amazing actor and a good rapper. The rest is miserable. Yeah, that's it. I loved his movies. I never had any issue with his movies. I think, what was the movie? Was it I Am Legend? Is kind of where I felt like movie-wise he kind of fell off. But I don't feel like that's 100% his fault. I feel like his life kind of got away from him. Kind of like Johnny Depp. Like the kind of like having an abusive relationship thing does to a man's psyche. Like that sort of thing. Hope he's ready for the raid. Me too. I hope he does it. I genuinely hope he does it. You haven't liked Will Smith in a while. That's what I mean. Like, what's the movie that he did? I haven't even watched it. But I heard like terminal cringe from it. It was the movie with his kid. What was the movie with his kid? Where like, I don't know, they crash land on a planet and it's him and his kid trying to survive. And it's him being a terrible father, the movie. Yo, Death is welcome on in, mate. Hope you're on a fantastic Tuesday. But yeah, no, like I said, in my opinion, Will Smith fell off, just in general. Just in general, that's it. Nothing. I don't hate the guy, but just kind of meh. That's it. That movie was trash. Okay, did you actually watch it? Because I couldn't even bring my eyes. I heard so many bad things about it. I didn't even want to taint my eyeballs with watching it. So I can't personally speak on how bad it is. I could just regurgitate the fact that everyone else has told me how absolutely trash it is. Let's see. I feel like I can just get that little chunk, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna finish this strip. We're gonna keep doing this strip. It's Wednesday. For you. Happy Wednesday, then. How is it in the future? Is it any better in the future? Wait. You're in the future? Do I get 2 more subscriptions to YouTube? Do I get 2 more subscriptions to YouTube by tomorrow? Let's keep stripping. Yeah, let's keep stripping. Let's keep stripping. Just keep stripping. I hear you. In fact, these are going to be gone eventually, so I want to get rid of these so that I could keep this area lit up properly without them being considered. There we go. And we can do this, because, like, look at all this stuff that's not lit up now that those torches are gone. Kind of wild. Like that. And we put one like there. Oh, there's spots over here we missed. Stick one there. 8-Ball says unlikely. Aw, well, wait. No, I don't want you to read an 8-Ball. You're in the future. Just look at my YouTube page. Tell me if you're subscribed to Preventative Bugs Blazed. Exclamation point socials in chat to check, you know, guys. 2 away. You can watch the number tick up. Imagine Imagine if it was you all along that just happened, just completely honest, I don't blame you. Imagine if it was just you that just wasn't subscribed to your favorite fox-shaped potato VTuber, and you could be the one to make that number roll up to 99, and then maybe someone else to 100. I'm just saying. Thank you, Milo. Thank you. But yeah, it's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Where was this spot over here we missed? We missed this little spot right there. I think that hits everything. Was there a spot over here? Nope, I think that hit everything. No, I saw red. I saw a singular red spot. There it is, it's gone. I don't see any more red in the forest. Well, besides the strip we haven't walked yet. But I think we're good here. Guys, remember, if you see any red, call it out. You need your throat to stop hurting because you missed streaming. What happened? You get like mono or something like that? You good? You okay? Hot soup. Hot soup. Hot soup is good for throat. You know only 2 foxes, and no offense, but you're not beating your fox friend. That's fine, because I'm not a fox. I'm a potato, so I could be your favorite potato friend. I'm just fox shaped, so don't worry. I'm not competing with foxes anywhere. Foxes don't need to be sick. 100. When did that happen? I didn't even realize it happened. Oh my god, we hit triple digits, chat. Yo, let's go. Wait, I need a yippee. Do I have a yippee on my soundboard? That's not my soundboard. Oh my god! There you go.
Cheese.
Let's go! 100! Yo, let's go! Thank you guys. Actually, so genuinely. Holy freaking crap. I was literally joking when we started stream at like, when we started at 92. Mimi! Thank you so much for 16 months! Yo, let's go! Let's get some potatoes in chat! Woo! Whoop! Here, I'm gonna spam some potatoes of my own. If you got potatoes, spam them, chat. Bury me in some potatoes. There we go. Thank you again, Mimi. I will put you down real quick for book entries. Let's go over here. 1x Mimi for sub. There we go. I got you, mate. I got you. There we go. 4 years. That's wild. I've been streaming for 4 years. Honestly, chat, it both feels like it's been not even nearly that much time, and also way longer. It's such a weird feeling to describe that. Crazy, but Mimi, thank you so much for 4 years of support. That's wild. Nearly 4.5. Don't make me feel older! Oh. Chat, should I start lying about my age? Like, should we just make it a joke? Like I started streaming when I was 32. I'm still 32, right? No, honestly, even that's too turbid. Should I just pretend I'm 19? How many people in chat right now could believe if I said I was 19? I'm 19, right, chat? You don't know that. No, I'll be like, how about 25? I feel like 25 is a fun number, right? Just start gaslighting everyone from this point in time. I'm 25. You would believe it? You would? Honestly, yeah, wait, Mimi, weren't you the one, correct me if I'm wrong, or was it Aki? When I did reveal my age for the first time, because I was never trying to hide it. I thought it would be immediately apparent. Hype train? My gats, yo, mate, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Holy schmouse out, chat. If you just got a gifted sub, let's get some potatoes in chat. Let's go. Let's go. Yo. Holy schmouse out. You're getting more spam from me. Let's freaking go. It was you. You thought I was like, yeah, you thought I was 19, and I thought that was the first biggest compliment I got. And then I think the next biggest compliment I got was you calling me your comfort streamer. Let's go. All right, chat. Let me put. Good news, chat. The tits work. Thank you for the 350 biddies. All right, 1 second. I have to turn my hat on. 1 second. I have too many things going on, chat. I need to write down 5x my gats. Gifted subs. I got you recorded, mate. Next time we're in the library, you can put your book entries in. And let me get my conductor hat on. 1 second. VTube Studio, where are you? There we go. Okay, what level are we right now? We're level 2. Ah! I shrinked myself. Unshrinks my me. There we go. Boof. Level 2. Level 2 hat. Where are we putting it today? I can't cross my eyes. Do I keep it on my nose, guys? Do I keep it on my nose? Do I keep it on my nose the whole time? Nose goes. Let's see. I feel like I haven't actually worn it on my head for a while. So we could put it right center. Right like that. Oh, yo, Lab, wait, you're definitely already... Oh, wait, we have a regular from before I need to add. Wait. Duck. Why am I shrinking? Unshrink me, please. Duck, right? Sensible Duck. Where is it? I want to make sure I'm not having an aneurysm. Because I might be. Sensible Duck, you totally redeemed. Yes, you did. I didn't add you earlier. So it's regulars, add, sensible Duck. Not the other one I typed in there. There we go, let's go. And then Lab, you're already added, right? Regulars, I can't spell. Regulars, add, Lab Goat. Is already a regular. All right, well, you could choose to refund your own points if you'd like. We're level 2, we're almost level 3, and then the hat has to get a little bit bigger. Otherwise, it stays this size until the hype train gets bigger for the rest of the stream. You just want to yippee? That's fair. Okay, that's an appropriate moment. I'll allow you to take your points back if you wish. That was an appropriate yippee. Look, we are, oh my god, we're at 101. We're at 101. Wait, actually, this is gonna block it. I have to move it down. There we go. I fixed it. Now the sub goal isn't blocking the clip. Old clip, let's go! I don't even think that's as old. Like, normally it pulls like a way older clip than that. That's a more recent old clip, no? You actually clicked the wrong button to refund, though? Oh, no, wait, did you keep it? Did we keep your points? Oh, I'm sorry, no. At least it's only like a couple thousand, and it wasn't like 10,000 or something like that. That avatar was cute. You did have cute. Honestly, all your avatars were cute. I say were. Like, they are. I guess you still technically have them, even if you don't use them anymore. That's one of your old... Oh, that is one of your old clips? I thought you had a VTuber before that one. Didn't you have a PNG tuber before that one? You had like one more before that. That was like your second to oldest one, I thought. Or am I tripping? Am I tripping? Don't answer that. No, you can legit answer that. You had one... Okay, yeah, okay. So it wasn't your oldest one. It was just an old one, as opposed to an old one. You've had like 6, but I'm saying like chronologically. I thought, wait, 6? I'm like going through them all in my head to see if I remember them all. I think I only remember 5. You were webcam before that? Weren't you webcam during that? Like, I thought you switched back, like you did the French roast thing where you kind of like some streams you were webcam, some streams you were PNG tuber. I thought, at least. I don't know. I barely remember what I had for breakfast, chat. Let's see. What was I doing? Where am I? Who are you? How did you get this number? 101 subs? When did that happen? Yo, guys, 101's wild, though. Thank you so much, everyone. I think we have this strip all the way back to here. So let's just finish this back area off. Finish the back rooms off. And then we could just do strips past the fairy ring. Let's see. There. I guess right there. I'm trying to put them on the bushes. I don't know why. They just look good on the bushes. I just like how they look on the bushes. And like this. And then I know we still have that half to do, but we could do that half once we get the once we get to here on this part, if that makes sense. Bear with me. I know what I'm doing, chat. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go, level 2 hype train. All right, chat, let's see what emote we got. I got... What is this emote? Oh, it's like an eye with them. Oh, that's kind of a cool emote. I might actually get an emote like that for our channel. That's kind of like a neat, like magnifying glass, like looking closer, like zoom in, enhance. Frog ponder. Honestly, chat, I would love more suggestions of emotes. I have been going through like Twitch, like watching other streamers and things like that. And whenever I see a emote where I'm like, I vibe with that emote, I want it. I've been like literally screenshotting it and saving it on the side so I could like make another batch of emotes because some new emotes are coming soon. Yeah. But I would also love suggestions from chat. So if there are other streamers out there, whether you have the emote unlocked or not, and you see a fun emote, screenshot it, throw it in the suggestion tab. Like, let me know, let me see it, because I love taking ideas from y'all. And by that I mean stealing them and using them for my own financial gain. But no, like all serious, like I love hearing you guys' suggestions. This is one of your favorites emotes. That one looks so comfy. Honestly, I need to get like a comfy emote. I need to get like a Potato just vibing in his lane, chilling, no thoughts, head empty, placing blocks in Minecraft, doing his thing, happy, in control, like that sort of thing. Like I need like a chill emote. I do need just like a chill emote. Stick it in the hole. There we go. I stuck the moss in the hole. The algae. I stuck the lichen. What is lichen? Is it algae? Is it like moss? What is lichen? Like, what family of animal does lichen belong to? Like and subscribe. You think the emotes like these? Let's see, what are those emotes? They're too tiny for me to see. Fish. Ah, yes. Fish. We do have a fish emote. I think it's all capitals, Joel. Yeah, we got Joel. Joel is broken. I could almost eat Joel. But we have Joel in chat. You think it's a symbiotic relation between algae and fungus. It's an algus. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Number 15, Burger King algus. The last thing you want to find in your Burger King burger is algus. Alright guys, I'm sorry. Potato has died from terminal cringe. Alright, let's go back up here and do a quick zigzag of this front area. And then we'll be done with more than half of it. We just have that last little area over there to do, and then everything will be entirely spawn-proofed. I don't know if there's spots overhead, because I've not been looking up. Like, I don't know if these trees can spawn like how the acacia ones can spawn sometimes, with like a branch that is technically spawned, like up here, like see how there's space up there? That is technically only a 1 block gap, so nothing can spawn up there, but if there were like a 2nd block gap, technically stuff could spawn up there. I haven't been paying attention. Do I have a hydrate emote? I actually don't think I do, actually. That might be a good one to get. Lichen and lichen are both valid way to... Lichen? 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 Potato, you're truly golden out. You are truly golden out. Yo, let's go. Enjoy your emotes, mate. Enjoy them. Let's get back up here before I get distracted. Lichen? Hardly know her. Ha ha ha. Let's see, up here, over there. Like this part goes easy because it's like a tiny space, wee little tiny space. Like that. I don't want the forest to be too bright. That's why we're using glow lichen. I want it to be. I almost want it to look like it's not lit up at all, but I want it to be spawn proof. So that's why we're doing the glow lichen. That's the wrong button. I need my L back. Give me my L. Thank you. I'll hold that L. Put one on the floor every so often is fine with me. Chat, I need recommendations from people too. With the flavor of this month being like self-improvement, with us doing like the Discord VR streams and me like starting to do like exercises, which by the way, chat, ever since I said that, I've been doing it. With exception to I've decided I'm getting 2 rest days. I've also looked into it a little bit, and having rest days when you're working out is apparently like heavily recommended, so you don't have like muscle failure, which isn't as scary as it sounds. It's not like organ failure. It's just like you can't exercise as efficiently if your muscles aren't working. So I've effectively made the days that we stream my not workout days. This way I don't have to worry about streaming right after working out or something like that. So aside from Tuesdays and Thursdays, every single day I've been doing 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, 10 jumping jacks, and for a couple of the days I've even been doing like a 30-second plank. Trying to like, I guess, stay in shape, get in shape. And then we're also going to be adding a lot of cardio to that once we start doing Beat Saber and things like that. So with the same flavor of self-improvement, because I've talked about this in the past, I also want to improve something that you guys are going to be able to notice. I want to improve my voice. And by that, I mean, all joking aside, like, to be, like, real with you guys for a minute, because I know I've said this on chat, like, I know I've said this on stream before, but I don't know if I've said it this way before. I've always hated my voice. And by that, I mean, like, genuinely, when I hear myself talk, I'm disgusted. And I don't mean I hate myself. It's not like I'm not fishing, and I'm not fishing for compliments. You guys don't have to be like, but Potato, I love your voice. This is not, I'm not a fish for compliments. This is like legitimately like the voice that I have in my head does not sound like the voice that comes out of my mouth. And to some degree, I know that that will never truly be a thing, because your head voice is just you decide that, so to speak. However, I will say this, with streaming, I have improved the quality of my voice. In the sense that, like, I don't know, it doesn't sound as nasally, or it doesn't sound as this. Like, I've effectively been doing vocal training without even realizing, just by yapping so much, by trying to talk in a way that is, like, the way I feel like I sound in my head, if that makes any sense. But B, just like that, your voice is genuinely amazing. You understand, want to feel better about something. I have gotten nothing but absolutely, like, undying support from everyone about my voice being good. And maybe not good in the sense that, like, you know, I have the best voice in the world, but, like, you know, like you said, just like that you think my voice is amazing. And with that said, one thing I've never been able to do, in fact, we even made a meme about it, I even made it a torture redeem for myself, I cannot sing. And if my voice is truly good enough, so to speak, I feel like I should be able to at least not cringe while singing, to the point where I have been considering and actually looking into legitimately taking, like, vocal training classes, to the point where my goal is I want to be able to sing a song and not hate what I sound like. So I'm improving my body, my muscles. I'm feeling, you know, to feel healthier, to feel more energetic, to have more energy, but also improving my voice so that maybe we can do a karaoke stream that I don't make everyone's ears bleed. It suits your character. It's literally great. I will say, and I could hear it myself, right? Like, I've tried to do a few internet tests, and here's the thing: I don't know what I'm doing, so I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know how to test what I need to improve upon, like things like that. But I did a couple tests to, like, find my vocal range. This way I can, like, try to, like, harmonize or try to, like, focus on what I'm already, like, effectively spec'd into, if that makes any sense. And I don't know what any of it means, but, like, I'm trying to remember. In fact, I could do it on stream real quick. I don't think there's, like, I forgot what the name of it is. Let me get off this soundboard real quick. What is it called? It was called, like, I'm just going to search vocal range test online. I don't know which one it was. No, I think baritone was the term they used, but the neat thing that the site I used did was it compared me to other people that also had my vocal range, which originally I thought my problem with my voice was my vocal range was shit, so I couldn't sing. But, like, seeing other famous singers have my vocal range makes me go, like, oh, I feel like this is possible. I feel like I could do this. And feeling like I could do this, I feel like I have to do this. And if not just for myself, I'm also thinking about you guys, because if I could improve the quality of my voice even more, and you guys already like it the way it is now, then I could just make it voice plus. What if it's better? It also depends on Reg. Yeah, I don't know any of those words. Like, I watched a YouTube video where it's like, this is what you could do. Do these things every day. Like, where you're like, oh, like, you know, like, whatever that is. Like, steps or whatever. Like, vocal steps. I don't know what the hell it's called. But, like, where you start in the beginning and you try to match the pitch and just do scales. I think that's what it was, scales. Voice plus, 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 plus. Exactly. Why stop there? Add another plus to that bitch. But you know what I mean? Like, where you could, like, I like learning new things, and since I was never good at singing, I never attempted to learn how to. And I had a lot of friends growing up that singing or music was their thing, which kind of surprised me that I never really got into it more. So I kind of want to really do something like that. You want to sing a song right now? I don't know. Like, that's the thing, is I feel like the other big thing for me, even if, let's say my voice was already perfect and I'm just, it's all self-confidence. Yeah, but, like, being able to be more confident in myself about singing is also something. And I want to say two people that probably helped me push this mentality the most would probably, since I mentioned them earlier, would probably be VTubers, funny enough, Iron Mouse and Gura. Because Iron Mouse, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, someone that doesn't know the lore or knows the lore better than me, I think they had like a condition that made them have like a really bad voice or something like that, and they like struggled. But like if you listen to Iron Mouse sing, my God, like they do like opera. You really want to hear me sing? Well, I have been like practicing, but this is the thing. I don't know if my practicing is worth anything. So let's do this real quick. Let's do the vocal range thing, which I believe is I just hit my lowest note that I could comfortably hit and then hit my highest note, and then it tells me what my range is. And if you guys want, if you really want me to make your ears bleed, pick a song that I kind of at least mostly know, and we could do a quick one-song karaoke. Okay? How's that sound? Is that okay? Is that fine? And you guys, if anything, so I can use it to compare myself later. I'm not singing Burger King Fillets. What artists do I listen to? Most of the songs that I know are going to be older songs. They're going to be like 80s. Like 80s rock or something like that. But I do know a lot of music, so suggest anything, and if I know the song, or if I if I look it up and I recognize it from the first note, I'll tell you if I know most or whatever the songs. Africa, I do know Africa. It's one of the ones that not only do I know like the actual song from the name, conveniently enough. The test results came back. Am I pregnant, doctor? Well, come on in, Jack. Let's see. I don't remember which one of these I did, but one of them was like a scam where it's like, thank you for putting your vocal range. Now subscribe to us and we'll give you an email that has... It's like, shut up, tell me what it is. Didn't we start from fire? I know that one. Let's see. We didn't start the fire. It's something burning, but it's hardly burning. Like, I actually, this is the thing also. I get tied up trying to say the words, and I don't sing the song. I just say the song. So, like, that's another thing that I feel like if I train myself to sing, I would get better at, like, singing the song. But it's like, we didn't start the fire. It was always burning, something always burning, something like that. Welcome. I do know that was like in every Marvel movie, like every Spider-Man movie, right? Welcome to the... No, maybe that wasn't it. What was it? Back in Black. That's a song I thought you were saying, Brev. I don't think I know that one, at least by name, but I might hear it and know it. One sec. Let me do the vocal range thing. I think it wasn't. This was the scam one. Never allow. Screw you. Bite me. Was it this one? It wasn't this one. There's another scam one. It wasn't this one. I'll remember maybe it was this one? It was this one. I remember the weird, freaky-ass mouth here. This is the one that I did before. When I was a young boy, my father took me into a city to see a marching band. I don't know why I went to Kingpin. Whenever I see when I was a young boy, it just immediately triggers Kingpin in me, okay? I can't help it. But okay, I'm gonna do the vocal cords test, okay? The vocal range test. So I'm going to record my highest note and my lowest note. Let me get like warmed up, like like which one's actually lower? Like that's the thing. I don't think I'm pitch deaf, but I don't think I have like perfect pitch or whatever. I think that might be my lowest. I guess let's see what it says. E2? I don't know how low that is. What's the lowest? Is E1 the lowest? Is G1 the lowest? Is F1 the lowest? I don't, like, this is the thing. I know, like, nothing about this. And every time I look it up, people are talking in effectively a different language, so I don't understand anything that's going on. Tone Gym? Is that from the makers of Sound Gym? Maybe. I don't know. You can go infinitely low? Yeah, but, like, what is that low? Is E2 low? Like, here, let me do my highest note. No, that's like cracking. Okay, so E2 to A4. So show my results, and then, like, look at all these names that I don't know most of them. But I recognize, look, Frank Sinatra. I can sing in most of Frank Sinatra's range. Like, that's crazy to me. I know that name. Let's see, is there any other names here? David Bowie. Okay, he goes way lower than me and way higher than me, but I'm also not trained in it. Kurt Cobain, why is he on there? Patrick Stump. Billy Joel, there's Billy Joel. He goes to E5. I don't know what any of these numbers mean, but, like, this is a really cool thing, I thought. where you can like see what other people's vocal ranges are. So you could be like, look, I'm not screwed. Elton John, Freddie Mercury, etc., etc. And it also tells me that my vocal range is apparently larger than 67% of people. And it says I have a bass voice type. Oh, I wonder if I can do it lower. Wait, what if I do it again, chat? What if I do it again? Back in the Middle Ages, A at the bottom of bass clef was the bottom note for most guys. Was I beneath that? Here, let me do it again. Oh. I don't know if I can go lower than that. Oh. And I think that's as low as I can go. That's probably as high as I can hold. Bass is the lowest. Bass, rather. Not the fish. Bass is the lowest, except for, like, contrabass, which doesn't exist. Okay. But, like, here you go. F2, whatever. I'm a soprano. I'm a mobster. And an old video that cuts to black. Wait, I can cut to black. Wait, chat. I can cut to black. Is this the cut to black? Where's my cut to black? Wait, cut to black. And I'm gonna cut the series off on a cliffhanger like this. No, that didn't do what I thought it was gonna do. I have the transitions, so I can't cut to black dramatically. Anyway, we'll come back to this. It's really interesting to listen to. Okay, but then, all right, so here's vocal range. So you guys want me to sing a song? Like, I don't know, I guess pick a song. You can almost sing Ready for the Rain. Just need to reach one note higher. Well, here's also the thing. Like, I don't understand how any of this works. Wait, my vocal range is longer than 0% of people? How did I do worse than I did last time? I don't know. This site could also... That's the thing, is I also don't know what this is. I don't know if this is... We don't know if any of this is good. This could all be made up jargon. It's not real. I don't know. That's the thing, is I don't know any of this. So, let's say we picked a song. I don't know. Pick a song, chat. Jesse's Girl... So I wish I was Jesse's girl. Like that one? I guess I should go to YouTube and see if these songs exist. Jesse's Girl karaoke. You know what? Actually, wait. I'm trying to think of I'm trying to think of a song I think I can actually do well on top of knowing the words. Because I don't want to focus on the words. Like if I'm focusing on reading the words, I'm going to be terrible at actually singing the song. Because that's just how my brain, it just trips. Never gonna give you up. I actually would know most of all the words. Yeah, no strangers to the... all right, you guys want to get rickrolled? You guys want to get rickrolled? I'll rickroll you all. Let me go to YouTube. Never gonna give you up karaoke. It was the second one on there. Karaoke version. I have to like prepare. All right. me. Oh. All right. I'm trying to like get myself in the range. 1 second, chat. Okay, ads. Fantastic. Sing karaoke. All right, I'm gonna sing, chat. Are you ready? Wait, stop. I need to mute the music. It's gonna throw me so hard. All right, are you ready, chat? This is definitely going to get DMCA'd into YouTube. Are we ready? I'm going to regret this, all right? Actually, you know what? We should do Journey. Just a small-time boy, born and raised in South Detroit. See, I'm already screwing myself. All right, I'm going to do Never Gonna Give You Up. Are we ready? It's way too loud. Holy crap, it's way too loud. That's better. It blew my eardrums out. Sorry, chat. Where's the words? Hello? Or we have this for like a half hour. Okay, there's the words. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just wanna tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. See, I'm focusing too much on the words. I don't feel like I'm singing the song. I feel like I'm just trying to say the words. This is why I feel like I'm bad at singing, if anything. Like, how terrible did that already sound? Because I'm cringing internally already. I'm trying to think of how I can even get over that. Like, how do I focus on singing? Do I just have to memorize all the words and, like, not even be looking at it? Infinitely better than you? I don't know. What if you're already, well, I don't know how to compare that. I don't know how to compare that. There's some delay. There is definitely some delay in my microphone, which probably also makes the song sound horrible. I wonder if I can fix that. I think Zen knows how to fix that. I might have to get with Zen sometime and figure out how to do that. Because, like, that's something that I never knew how to get around with, like, syncing up my microphone and stuff like that with my VTuber, where I had to, like, put a very slight delay on it. Geez, I'm trying to think of a song. All right. Do I keep going with the Rickroll? You up and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. We've known each other for so long. Your heart's been aching, but you're too shy to say it. Inside we both know what's been going on. We know the game and we're gonna play it. And if you ask me how I'm feeling, don't try to tell me, too blind to see. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Alright, so I'm definitely not breathing between singing. I feel like that's the other thing I need to do, is I need to make sure I have, like, a full breath. Bro, not gonna lie, you should play a competitive shooter in this state of insane delay. Why? Would that be good or bad? You could probably try an octave higher. I feel like higher would be worse. Like, if I'm naturally bassy, like lower, I feel like I should lean into the lowness of my voice, no? Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. As opposed to, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I feel like I'm screwing up on the higher note worse. Like, which one sounded better there? Like, the lower one. Like, the first one sounded better, right? I have a very flexible voice. You can try it. But I feel like my voice, like, I don't know if I'm using this term correctly, but flips when I go higher. Like, tell a lie, like it, like, jumps like that. I don't know, I could try it. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Like, was that better? Like, let me try to sing it lower. Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. I don't know what an octave is. I know roughly what they are. Like, it's like groups of notes. So it's like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then it goes back into A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but a higher, like it's higher on the keyboard, so to speak. Right? Is I'm saying that correctly, right? I'm trying to think of another song. Chat, recommend another song, another older song like this. That's right, okay. Trying to think of another song, like maybe, like, I don't know, maybe let's skip to a different part, like, give you up, never gonna let you. All right, I can't just start from the middle there. I'm so thrown. No, okay, we're gonna do a different song. You've been rickrolled enough. Pick another song, chat. I'm trying to think of songs that I know. The problem is, if I know the song, I might not know the name, and I might not know all the words to the song. What's that song? It's an older song. I think I know most of the words to it. Wonderwall. I think that's the name. I'm trying to think. All right, how about this, chat? Think of songs from Rock Band. Okay, right? If there's a song on Rock Band, I've probably sung it poorly in the past, and I probably know the words and already like the song. What's a good Rock Band song that I could sing? Sacrifice is going to really garble my voice up here in a second. You pooped and anviled me. Wait. How did you... Huh? It's my voice is garbled. What? Bro said I'm bass. That was so perfectly timed. You're not bass. Yeah, that's what I say. The website could just be jank. That's the other thing. Is like I'm eating fruit from like a poisoned well, or whatever the friggin' terminology would be. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm like just taking everything I see at face value, and it could be feeding me incorrect information, which is why I need like a physical person to be like, nah, that's BS. This is right. Do this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I need. Which is why I want to find like I'm fine with it being online. In fact, I'd probably prefer it to be online, but I want to find someone that's willing to do like personal, like one-on-one classes so that I could just like do a thing and whatever the thing is and then do it. And I'm fine if they tell me do this thing every day and that's your training. And then we meet once a month or once a week or twice a week. I don't even know how often I should do it. That's the thing, is I know literally nothing about this sort of thing. So here, let's do another song so you guys can actually get it like beginning to end-ish. And I'm going to try to keep my vocal warm-up that I use now for this song for the next song and see. It also wasn't picking up your lowest note until the mic was shoved down your throat. I mean, that's the other thing. I might not be close enough to the microphone. My microphone's like calibrated for me to be like this far away from it. Not that it would be necessarily impossible for me to like literally get up on the microphone and tongue it, but like it's not set up for that. That's what I do my ASMR voice. Jump scare, I know, right? Me just throating the microphone. I'm trying to think of a song. I'm trying to think of like the cheesy songs that would come up on like an 80s radio station. 80s songs radio. That's not how you spell any of that. List. I could turn our music on for a minute longer while we do this. Sweet Child of Mine. That might be above my skill level. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, Take on Me. Yeah, guys, we could do Take on Me. I could totally sing that one. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. Now, needless to say, never the never, I don't know the words that I need to say. I kind of only know that part of the song now. Say unto me other words that I need to say now. Like, I don't know, was any of that even remotely close? That's why when I played the karaoke thing, the game, I wanted like the thingy that oscillates to tell you if your voice was correct or not. But all these songs, I feel like I could try any of these songs. Don't you forget about me. No, 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 don't you. Like that part. I felt my voice go bleh. You're probably not singing the true octave. No, definitely not. But I'm not even going to attempt to sing in the correct octave because a lot of these people sing on like, ah, like all the way up there. Like what is that other song that has like famously high pitch beyond Take on Me? Oh, I'm trying to remember what it is. It's like a friggin' like In the Arms of an Angel ass song, but something like that. Let's see. Pick a song from this. Oh, look, Jesse's Girl's on there. I don't think Jesse's Girl. Free Fallin', 'cause I'm free fallin'. I don't know. I felt like I did I do that right? Did I hit that? Wasn't Tom Petty one of the people that was like on the list of where was the thing? Or I already got rid of that page, right? There was a page that I was on that was like Tom Petty or whatever was inside my vocal range, wasn't it? Maybe that's a trick. We find someone that's in my vocal range, and I do that. Should we do Free Fallin'? 1 second. Free Falling karaoke. I don't know all the words, so I'm gonna get trapped in the whole friggin' reading the words. I don't know half the words. We got over 100. We got over 100. We broke 100. Frank Sinatra. I was in Frank Sinatra's vocal range. Frank definitely went outside, but I do know a lot of Frank Sinatra songs. I don't know, pick a Frank Sinatra song. Like Fly Me to the Moon. Fly Me to the Moon. That's sure. Fly me to the moon. Not lyrics. Karaoke. Karaoke? Me, me, mau, mau, moo, moo. What is me, me, mau, mau, moo, moo? Fly Me to Moon's a good song. Let me try it. I don't know, like, all the words. The problem is most of these songs I know, like, the main part of the song, not, like, the entire song. So when I get to the parts that I don't know the song, I'm more like, oh, I'm reading the words on the screen now, and I'm, like, panicking. So let me see if I could do the parts that I know, at the very least. You also like the way I look tonight? That's a Frank Sinatra. Fly me to the moon. Let me play. See, I'm already doing the thing. I'm already doing the thing where I just read the words and I'm not singing it. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on a Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, baby, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. I'm dying, chat. I'm dying. Honestly, you probably just look up your vocal warm-up exercise and practice with them for. But that's the thing, is I don't know what any of those things are. And also, I had multiple things killing me. A, I was horribly off the song there because part of me knows that song from the Steven Universe ending, and it's like a completely different rhythm. Damn, Potato's allergic to love. I am. And then the other thing is I had Sonic Break Through It All playing in my ear in the background. All right, how about we do Fly Me to the Moon? I feel like I do. No, this. Literally, chat, don't say words. Another song is what I was trying to say. Free Falling, the one that was on here, right? My Way? Do you want me to try My Way? My Way, Frank Sinatra, karaoke. I think I know most of the words to this. It's got to load, though. It's got to load, though. The problem is I don't think I know the parts that aren't the main part of the song, and there's like a lot of just its words. Karaoke version, okay. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full, I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. I'm trying to figure out how to get in the hang. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit all more than I could chew. I don't know this part. but through it all, there was a doubt. I don't know this part. I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and I did it my way. I don't know if I'm failing. I'm failing miserably, aren't I? I've loved. I don't know this part of the song, chat. Wait, my mouse is dead. Wait, my mouse died. I can't do anything. My mouse is dead. And now, as tears subside, I find it all, I don't know this part at all, so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, in not a shy way. Oh no, not me. I did it my way. What is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of who kneels. The record shows I took the blows, and I did it my way. Oh, I don't know, chat. I'm terrible. I'm bad. I'm so bad. It's so cringe. Wait, I need my mouse battery. I need to tactical reload my mouse. One sec, I'm reloading my mouse. I did it my way. Tactical reload complete. Face reveal at the very end. Mouse, hello, are you good? I forgot to turn it back on. There we go. Mouse, am I back? I feel like there were some parts of that where I'm like, hey, am I doing it? And then I immediately throw. Chat, tell me. Rate me, honestly. Like, give me a meme rating too, but like, honestly, rate me 1 to 10. 10 being like, oh my God, was that Frank Sinatra? And 1 being, please never speak again. All right, I'm putting my mouse battery back on the charger. 1 second. No shot 10 out of 10. That's definitely the meme review. Pi 8 lost the points. There's no shot that sounded good. I felt myself just crippling. Like already my voice is like, bleh. Honestly, like 6.5 out of 10. Good, but definitely not a trained. I'm 100% not a trained musician. But that's the thing. It's like, imagine if I could hit like an 8 or 9 legitimately, like memes aside. And not just for one part, but I mean like confidently sing a song that I roughly know and not just randomly cringe in the middle. Because I felt like 3 different times during that song, I changed both voices and potentially octaves. Do it. Well, that's the thing. That's the point. So I did a karaoke song, chat. We did a karaoke song. So now you can basically mark my progress here. And I don't know how many months or whatever, because I'm sure it's not just going to happen in like a day, so to speak. But like X amount of months out from now, I get training and we do another karaoke stream. And chat can roast me critically and see if I legitimately improve. But you could see why I mean I am not in the slightest bit comfortable, confident in any way, shape, or form actually singing. No, this is 100% the before. That's what I said. So we have to get the after. So I'm looking into it, and if anyone legitimately knows like vocal trainers that are online, like, you know, like that I could do lessons, like one-on-one lessons with that are good, recommend me. Put them in the suggestions tab, because right now I'm just looking. Someone clip it. I mean, it's going to be on YouTube. It's probably, actually, no, someone might have to clip it on Twitch, because YouTube is definitely going to DMCA me. It's going to be muted on YouTube. I guarantee you. But yeah, chat. So you see what I mean. I'm not saying that my voice is so repulsive that I can't learn to just be okay with speaking. But speaking and singing are two completely different things. Like, I can just stay monotone this entire time when I'm speaking, and that's perfectly fine for what I'm doing. But I need to be able to go through the scales when I, like, to be able to just go, wow, wow, like, to be able to do that is a skill that I've never even considered possibly starting to have. So that's what I mean. So in the same vein of self-improvement, like I'm getting exercise, why not exercise my vocal cords, right? Maybe this is me doing my New Year's resolution for once, and I didn't even plan to do it. And in a very real way, I want to accredit, first of all of you for pushing me to be the best me that I can be. You know what I mean? To show up every day and to, like, stream, just to use my voice that I previously thought was horrific cringe. Chat, I'm not lying. When I started streaming, like when I first started streaming, the first time I ever got live, I went live with the thought, with this in mind. My voice is gross, no one's going to listen to me anyway, so I'm just doing this for fun. It was just going to be me and Oob bullshitting and having a good time. And look where we are now. Where not only have I will say, I've had some confidence build up. Just hearing you guys come in and legitimately say that, not memeing on me, but legitimately being like, my God, I love your voice. Like, that alone has been so much confidence that you have no idea. But, like, at the same time, I never fully shook the, I don't particularly like the way I sound. Even if I've gotten more confident, that doesn't mean I'm fully, like, happy with my own voice. Glad to be here. Thank you, B. You're going to make an AI Tato's voice and put my way into it. It'll probably do better than me. Honestly, that's the other terrifying thing, is there's going to be so much AI that even in the future, like, let's say I make a music video. Like, let's say I become Iron Mouse level, like, opera singer because I take these training classes and just get good, right? It's going to get to the point where in the future it won't matter because, like, my voice could just be AI and no one will be able to tell the difference. I feel like this is something that I want to do now while I could still prove it's me before the wild AI accusations in the future of just, oh, that's just another VTuber that pumped their voice into an AI and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Because, like, perfect example, we're living on a very unique part of the internet, a very unique time in the internet where content right now could be verifiably not AI. In a few years, that will not be the case. Like, perfect example, let's say you go on YouTube, search a random video, and you look at it, and it seems obscene. But you look at when it was posted, and you're like, oh, it was posted in, like, 2017. Yeah, it's physically impossible for it to be AI. AI just did not exist back then. Or at least not AI that looked, like, super realistic. It was Will Smith eating spaghetti. You know what I mean? Like, at that sort of thing, where you're like, yeah, this AI is not fooling anyone. So you know for a fact that video is not AI, just from the age of the video alone. But there's going to be a very real point in time where 10, 15 years from now, anything that's relevant is going to be within the era of perfect AI. And that's kind of a scary time, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not even against AI. Like, I don't, like, hate AI or anything like that. It's just one of those things where AI is a tool and it could be used irresponsibly, horribly irresponsibly. It's already there, honestly. There's already shit that's starting to maybe fool me. Like, don't get me wrong, there's still ways to tell, but, like, they know those ways. It's like, for example, people are like, I'm never gonna get tricked by AI, I'm just gonna count the fingers. Yeah, and what's the first thing the AI fixed? How many fingers they have? Like, duh, they know their weaknesses. If they're trying to trick you into believing it's real, because that's their point, is blending it seamlessly, they're gonna fix all the things that you're using to identify it first. You've seen some AI videos on TikTok that are like, that's what I'm saying. Like, AI is getting frighteningly realistic. And especially now, without trying to get into politics or drama, with new laws currently being passed to physically make it illegal to restrict AI in any way, shape, or form, it's going to get a lot worse before it gets a lot better. I'm going to place a torch here so I remember to come back to this spot, but we need to go get more glow lichen, because I think I've consumed all of the lichen. I've consumed it all. We're gonna have to go into the no-no box and create more lychee. But yeah. Like I said, I am not inherently against AI. AI, I genuinely think is the future. It's just, in a perfect world, AI isn't doing creatives' jobs. Like, the thing that most, like, think about it. Everyone that hates AI hates it for pretty much one reason. It's gonna steal art. It's gonna steal creative people's jobs, effectively. Yes, it will replace like menial tasks and replace jobs, but I mean, that happens anyway. Even without AI, that happens. You know what I mean? Like people that drove horse-driven buggies as like taxis back in the day got replaced when the automobile came out. And people that drive automobiles as taxis, like Ubers and Lyfts drivers, they're going to get replaced when automatic cars are a thing one day. Like that is just natural progression of technology. You can't just sit there and be like, we can never replace a job, otherwise we'll never advance as a society. However, a very real thing is we don't want AI producing soulless slop that is like, ah, yes, this is human music. Beep, boop, bop. Beep, boop, bop. And like, that's it. It's like, it's going to turn into just brain rot nonstop. Human beings should be the ones creating the creative stuff, the art, the music, the movies. That should be the thing the humans are making. AI can help humans make that. But the problem that we have is currently in our society, it's set up in a way that, and we live in a society, Batman. It's currently set up that if you use or utilize AI for nefarious means, you can generate money. And money makes everything better, right? That's what everyone wants. Everyone wants the dosh. With that said, people are being incentivized and rewarded to generate this garbage. It's arguably garbage. We know it's garbage. In fact, you can watch the friggin' channels of the guys with the cat videos and, you know, it's like, oh, a cat got hit by a car, clearly fake video, whatever, sad, evoke emotion, whatever. You know it's AI. They're not trying to hide that it's AI, but every person that watches it is giving that person a penny. You know what I mean? Like they're making money. They're being incentivized to do it. In a society in the future, like let's say 100 years in the future, where money is no longer a concept we have to worry about because all of our needs are taken care of by technology, humans can just focus on doing the art parts and let the AI take care of the job parts. AI could farm all our vegetables and cultivate all our crops and do all the labor, and we can just sit back and enjoy the fruits of our technology. That's the dream. But yeah, right now AI is kind of a menace to society. It's growing out of control. Actually, humans... No, don't get me wrong, Brev. Having AI take care of the difficult parts of life doesn't mean humans don't do labor. Humans could still choose to grow plants and make gardens and, you know, build houses. Like, humans could still do things, but they could focus on things that they want to do, not that they have to do to survive. Like, imagine this, Brev. Imagine if you wanted to, I don't know, let's say you wanted to go ranch cows. Right now, you wanted to go open a ranch and, like, make cheese. That's it. Random thing. Just, you don't want to work in a library anymore. Oh, but you have to worry about the fact that if you quit your library job and spend all your money buying a ranch, that your first cow might die, and then you have no cow, and you can't afford a new cow, and now you have no source of income, and now you have no way to feed yourself, and you're going to starve and be homeless and lose everything, and now your old job won't take you... Like, all of that. Why the stress? You could just go do that thing. You just go do the thing. Because you ask the AI, hey, I'd like to do this thing. And they're like, okay, here you go, you're doing it. And then you're like, actually, it didn't work out. I didn't like it. Okay, then you go back to doing whatever other thing you want. You know, someone's used to make music by himself, now use AI, don't even want to hear what he does. Well, it's so obvious. And like right now, it's so obvious. It's so obvious when you hear AI music, because it's like we did a stream that, how long ago was that? When we were working on Project Sinkhole. We did a stream where chat had ChatGPT suggestions, effectively, where we made a song based off of their prompt pumped through ChatGPT. So it was effectively ChatGPT, quote unquote, writes a song. And it was just so obvious it was, you know, that it was AI. But at the same time, it's going to get better, and it's going to get to the point where it's hard to recognize. But that's not even the scary part. That's not the abusive part of the AI. The abusive part is, imagine you uploading this as a YouTube video. You make a YouTube video that's just you talking, and it gets copyright striked for you existing because some AI made every single combination of words and phrases and copyrighted all of it because it could just spam out millions of things. Nothing you upload on YouTube will ever be quote-unquote original because an AI just spammed every possible combination. That's the terrifying thing that could happen. And yeah, AI music is disorienting. That's the wrong button. Do. Now I got Fly Me to the Moon stuck in my head, chat. Fly me to the moon. I ran out of bone meal, did I? I think I ran out of bone meal. Bone meal? Bone meal? No, that was bone meal. That one out of that ran out. That one has bone meal. It is such a good song. It's genuinely a bop. Like, honestly, what's another? I'm trying to think of another good song that I generally find myself humming from time to time. What is it? Oh, I think I hummed it on, or I sang it on stream, like, as a joke before, too. Two songs. One is actually from Adventure Time. It's, a song that Marceline's mom sang to Marcy. It was, now that my voice is actually like screwed up from trying to sing because I'm not trained in doing it. Let's go to the garden. You'll find something waiting right there where you left it, lying upside down. When you finally find it, you'll see how it's faded. The underside is lighter when you turn it around. Everything stays right where you left it, everything stays, but it still changes ever so slightly, daily and nightly, in little ways, when everything stays. That song. Dude, that sounds, yeah, but like, that's me not singing karaoke. That's me ripping off knowing every word and just doing it. But thank you. 8 out of 10 is actually a huge compliment. And also, you can head out. No worries, mate. Appreciate you hanging out with us. See you next time, Milo. That song is one I find myself humming all the time. What is the other one? It's, I think it's Bill Withers. It's one of those songs that, like, every mother in the world has sung this song. And, like, it's almost like I'll write a passage to sing it yourself. But it's, what is it? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and this house just ain't no home anytime she goes away. Boom, boom. That song. That's another one I find myself humming. Trying to think of another song. And there's a handful of songs that, like, throughout the day will play in my head radio. We need to get more bone meal. You know what I think we should do? I think we should hit up the Wither Skeleton farm. I think we've not milked that of its bone meal in a hot minute. Let's do that real quick. If not, it'll take like 5 minutes to just get a ton of bones. I don't feel like building a farm, attaching it to it, just to power the friggin', just to power the, what's its name? The lychee, the lichen farm. When we could just come up here. No, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Wait, where's... Hello? It should be right over here somewhere. Is it out of render distance? Huh? You can definitely sing, you just need practice? Oh, there it is. That's it. But that's what I mean. Like, I'm sure anyone is capable of singing. It's just a matter of, like, some people have an affinity for it, right? Like, some people just, like, and they just naturally just go, you know what I mean? And other people, they might be terrible at it, but they work really, really, really hard. Like, they Rock Lee that shit. And just become godly at singing. I believe I can. I'm maybe not godly. Like, you have to also be the type of person that can hit that high. You know what I mean? But like, I think I could be someone that sings. If anything, listening to people like Gura and Iron Mouse tell their stories and where they started from, make me believe that I can sing if I try. If I put my, like, you know, if I tried hard enough, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of thing. Wow, 2 wither skulls, just off the rip. Let's just, do this. And honestly, I could probably check. Did we empty this? Well, I don't want the swords. No, I want the bones. I don't want the swords. Get rid of all these swords. All the swords can go bye-bye. Now I'm in singing mode for some reason, and I'm harmonizing everything. I will take all the bones, and honestly not even bother refilling them. Drop all the swords. Swords can go away. Potato knows where bones are. Throw them all away. But yeah, chat, you can see my strife. Yeah, that's fine. I have a full inventory of bones. That should be enough. How do I home now? Should be this way. Yeah, I see the farm. Can you share a little song? We go for it. Share it in content sharing on the Discord. Like, if you try to drop a link in chat, it'll yeet it. Whee! 7:30? Oh, so what the, oh my god, it's 7:30. We've been yapping. I mean, I've been yapping for 3 hours. Alright, I want to finish the glow like in this, friggin' my G's. I want to finish the glow like in this stream. I'm not ending until that's done. It's almost done, so we're good there. Let me go over here real quick. Put all the bones in the dispenserator. And then, whoops, I missed. And then we can finish likening up the last bits of the forest, and then the forest is pretty much done. We did the fairy ring. We lit up the forest. Yeah, the last thing I need to do is when I work on the crystals, I need to work on all the rims of the crystals. I need to rim the crystals. That's not the button that I wish to press. That's not the button that I wish to press. That was the one. There we go. Just boning the meals. Just boning the meals. Don't mind me, just boning the meals. Just boning the meals, just boning the meals. That sounds so wrong the more I say it. Just boning the meals. Just boning the meals. Hello? Oh, that's, I'm trying to open the observer. I'm like, why is this not functioning? There we go. And that was almost the perfect amount of bonage. And I don't think I need this much, but, we're gonna get a full inventory's worth. Hello? Oh, did I break it? Because I didn't... I broke the ones that were up here. There we go. I have fixed it, chat. Copper Golem? Yeah! Wait, Bert, you didn't hear? Honestly, it's been late enough in stream, since we talked about in the beginning, we can watch the trailer. I said I wanted to do that. Chat, do you guys want to watch the trailer for the Copper Golem? I know I'm talking about getting distracted. This is what I do, chat. You saw it, but didn't think you would do it? Oh, okay. Never saw any? Yeah, the Copper Golem, I'm psyched for the Copper Golem. I'm incredibly psyched for it. There we go. Is that enough? That should be more than enough. Let's put a little bit back, just so we have some for future, because I think this is honestly going to be more than enough. There we go. It's not a leak, it's a beta. Yeah, it's in beta. Well, you can already play it on Java, or not Java, on Bedrock, right? Yeah, they had a full-ass trailer. Yeah, like, they have an official, like, Angus went to Sweden. Well, I guess she lives in Sweden. Went to a mine. She yearned for the mines in Sweden. And freaking, made the bit happen. Content sharing? Okay, one second. We check content sharing real quick. Like, where the hell did my browser go? 101 subs, by the way, chat. 101 subs. That's crazy. Thank you for all the support tonight, guys. Let's do content sharing. Content sharing. I'm concerned, my gats. It's a OneDrive link. I also don't want to accidentally, like, dox your name or anything. That's why I closed the browser. I'm definitely going to listen to this. 5 minutes long. I'm not going to listen to it now, but I'm definitely going to listen to this after stream. But, I don't want to risk, again, having the VOD muted if it has random crap in it that might be considered copyright, because I have had random-ass clips of, like, Doom music or something like that, or samples or something like that get VODs muted. But I will listen to it. I will listen to it, my gats. I know that, my gats, but like I said, people have sampled things in songs that have gotten stuff muted. It's crazy. But I will definitely listen to it. I'm just not going to spend 5 minutes listening to it on stream right now. In fact, I'm going to leave it open so I specifically don't forget. And then if I don't respond to it, like, my guts, if I don't physically make a response to it, like if I don't do a reaction, at me, and I will literally respond then. Because I am going to get burrito after stream. So I might be mildly distracted after stream. Welcome in, Murray. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, mate. Let's see. Where was our torch? Our torch is where we stopped. I thought those were lit. I thought those were lit candles because it looked like the candles, but with the all right, never mind. It was somewhere over here. We had a torch. That was our stopping point. Hello, torch. Torchy. Hello, Mr. Torch. Torchicus, Delicicus, Lighticus, Me Upicus. I think I see it. It's right there. Torch. All right, there we go. Torch obtained. That should be good. True pacifist. True pacifists. Let's see. Boop. I'm trying to get back into the rhythm. We had a rhythm chat, then I went in karaoke mode. I went full karaoke, and it threw me. How long were we karaokeing for, by the way? That was like a hot minute. Just put one there for funsies. All right. Almost done lighting up this forest. Almost done lighting it up. Chat, keep your eyes peeled for red squares. Chapter 3? Chapter 3 will... No spoilers, chat. Next what? Thursday. I forgot days of the week. That's how cooked my brain is, right? Oh, chat, I might be cooked. I might be fully cooked. This Thursday, next stream will be Chapter 3 Deltarune. Chapter 3 took 4 years? Look, I knew that Deltarune chapters were taking a minute to come out. But, like, is it actually, yeah, that makes sense. Because, like, think about it. Like, when I started streaming was 4 years ago, and I think only Chapter 1 was out at the time. And it's been 4 years, and now I guess, what, 3 and 4 are out? Did 3 and 4 come out at the same time? Or did 3 come out and then 4 came out later? People went mad during the duration. Well, I'm sure, but at the same time, I guess that's why the joke was in the computer room, right? That's why the joke was in the computer room at Chapter 2, was like, the dog is working on the game. The dog will not tell you when the game is ready. You will just know when the game is ready. Don't rush the dog, or whatever, like, the joke was. They both came out at the same time? Okay. Because, like, I feel like I would have gotten, like, I would have heard wind of, like, Chapter 3 having been out, and then Chapter 4, you know what I mean? Like, that sort of thing, as opposed to just, they're both out. Which is what I felt like it happened. Like, that's what felt like happened, which I guess is what happened. So it is what happened. Professional yapper forgets how to yap correctly. That's fine. I'll come back for that. We're making strips. We're stripping, chat. We're back to stripping again, chat. You may as well call this my OnlyFans account, because I'm just back to strips. Back to stripping. Hashtag potato stripping. Oh, look, we missed a spot there. We fixed it. There we go. I guess we could do one there. Like that. Theories were the computer dark world was revolved on tech. So what if Chapter 3 does something with the room where the founder is built/opened? Well, I mean, we already saw where the next chapter is going to be, I guess. It was in the living room. Which, if, you know, if the closet was based off of, like, all the cards and games and stuff that were in the classroom, which is why it was so game-oriented, and the computer lab was based off, like, being on the internet, cyber, you know, like that, then I guess it would be living room-oriented? So for the bedroom, then Toriel's naughty draw might be involved. Ooh, I don't want to fight the mobs that might be in there. Someone that nice has to be hiding skeletons in the closet. I don't know. I don't care what you're saying, chat. Toriel's freaky, okay? I subscribe to the belief that Toriel is freaky AF. She's way too sweet of a girl to not be freaky AF, okay? Okay, I'm sorry if that pops someone's bubble or creates a new bubble for someone. Chris is insane when we aren't controlling. Buddy stabbed the floor open. Well, yeah. But, like, here's the thing, and I think this might be a spoiler for myself, but they showed it, so I'm not spoiling it. But when he stabbed the floor and everything went black, the TV turned on. So I'm assuming that the next chapter is going to be, like, television shows. Because, I mean, think about, like, think about what you do in the living room. You watch TV. In fact, that's what Chris and Susie were doing before that happened. They were watching, like, a marathon of monster movies. So monster movies, game shows, like, things like that. I feel like, I don't know why I placed that. I feel like that's going to be the next, like, theme. The only difference is every single time we've seen Chris and Susie, like, stumble upon a dark world, they were outside of it and then entered it. They were inside of it already while they were asleep. So are they going to wake up inside of it? TV will be a character? Maybe. I mean, think about it. I'm assuming, like, one of the computers was Queen, And I'm assuming that, like, the king was, like, you know, like, a card or something that was, like, one of the main things. You know, like, that sort of, like, what's its name? Rules card was the rules card, and, oh my geez. I keep wanting to call him Jackster for some reason. Lancer. A Lancer was the, like, the ace of spades or whatever, right? You won't confirm. Yeah, no, please don't confirm or deny. When I'm theory crafting, I'm literally just talking out loud. So let me prove myself wrong or right of my own accord. Don't confirm or deny anything. Like I said, if I want spoilers, I will legitimately say, you could spoil it. What's the answer to this? Like that sort of thing. In fact, if mods notice someone possibly dropping a spoiler, feel free to straight up yeet that message. You can like, don't ban them or anything, but like, feel free to delete that message so I don't accidentally get spoiled. And they can always retype the message or or clarify that it's not a spoiler or something like that. Yeah. Do-ba-do. Trying to not spread myself too thin so that I don't miss spots. And I think I'm doing good of not missing spots. I don't see any red spots on the areas that we've already done. So I'm going to keep going the way we're going with the strat that I'm doing now, because it seems to be working. I didn't need that one there. Like that. And then we should be... Hello, place, thank you. And we should be just about good. And then, well, if you guys want, we could do, like, Wordle or whatever and wrap up stream for the night after that. I definitely don't want to go for more than, like, 30 minutes at this point. We're at a good place where it's like, what? It's been 3 hours? Yeah, it's been over 3 hours. So that's, like, my ideal stream time. Micdol. I don't know if I want to do all of them, but I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've done Wordle, and I'd like to end on a good note before we raid out, so, like, get everyone involved. Because, like, this is the more kind of, like, when I do this content, I 100% expect people are, like, doing something else in the background, right? Like, yeah, sometimes we have a conversation like this one. Like, we have a conversation where people want to chime in and stuff, but for the most part, like, when I'm focusing on, like, building, people are just vibing, which I'm totally chill with. That's what I do when I watch Minecraft streamers. Like, I'm doing something else in the background, their stream is up, and I'm just vibing. But, like, it's also fun when everyone's, like, typing the raid message and, like, you know, like, spamming emotes at the end and, like, stuff like that. So, like, I like doing something a little more hype at the end of these streams to get, like, chat, like, kind of woken up, and the ones that want to participate effectively. That's my mentality behind it. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it's just like true or whatever, but that's just what I've been doing. It's been working for me, so don't fix what ain't broke, right? I don't see any spots that I've missed so far. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, chat. Gotta go by. No worries, my gats. You have a fantastic rest of your night. Thanks for vibing with us, man. There we go. And one there. I'm inside of a tree. We're almost done. We got like maybe one more strip and then we're done. And we can do, we'll do some Wordle and then we'll find someone to raid. Find someone a heckin' ritty raid. But I hear all the cocks. They're all beneath me somewhere. Hidden beneath this maze. Should be able to do that one. Almost. There we go. That covers that. Like this. That works for me. I'm looking around. I'm peeping to make sure I'm not missing any red spots there. No red spots. No red spots. Like none hiding in there. Appreciate the lurk, duck. See, chat, this is what I was talking about earlier, about how my brain is a literal sponge of... a shriveled up, petrified sponge that can't absorb any knowledge. Second duck. Aiden. I'm trying not to forget. Like, it's been long enough that my brain has pushed it out, so I want to refresh it. If you're still in chat, pronounce your name for me again so I can, like, keep committing it to memory. It's like Aidna, right? Aidna. I'm trying. I don't want to accidentally commit to memory the wrong name. Trying to make sure brain remembers. I remember the day. See, that's why I say you have to use like real words when you're having me pronounce names, because I remember specifically the something day something was the way you pronounced it, and because of that, I remember that part of the name. The other parts of the words were not real words though; they were like random vowels. Thursday we're doing the Deltarune. Deltarune Thursday, chapter 3. Chapter 3. Do we have enough crowbar for chapter 3? Looks like we're almost done here. And just do a little bit more fluffing here, just to reach, I could pretty much reach the road. This way we know we just have to, like, honestly, if we can get some lighting on the road itself, that would pretty much get this entire area. Because I'm fine with the road being lit up a bit brighter. I just don't want, I want the forest to be dark and gloomy intentionally. I don't want the forest to be, like, vibrantly lit. Oh, I see a spot. Nope, that was under a carpet. We're good. I thought I saw a spot there, but I definitely see spots here. Like that. Is that all of them? I think I see a spot down here. No? Nope. Nope, I think that's it. Chat, do you see any spots? Obviously, ignore all of these spots here. I mean, do you see any spots in here? I'm going to just kind of like walk through with my F5 scanning. Look for red. Oh, like this, right here. Like this, right here. There we go. I'm just going to kind of walk through randomly and peep. Just look, just scan. If you see red, say something. I'm scanning. I thought I saw something to the right. I think the yellow borders stick out to me more. Yep, right over here. I missed this spot. That should get... Oh, almost got both. There we go. I'm just kind of randomly walking around looking for red. You know, get your suggestions, go for it, mate. Boom, bum, bum, bum. I'm looking for red. I don't see any red. You know the other thing we can do? We could bring a bunch of mushrooms out here. Maybe that's why there's a mushroom on this island. They were summoning a mushroom with the fairy ring. All red things were immune to the crystals. Oh, here's a spot we missed. There we go. See, that's why I'm just randomly going through. I'm sure we're not going to get it perfect, but as we go through here randomly in future, we can make sure, like this, that no spot is left unlit. And obviously when we have our mob switch off, like this, when we have our mob switch off in future, we'll see if something spawns in here, and then we know we have to go look for a spot. Because, like, that's what we did when we did our cherry grove up top on the plateau. I would basically be like, all right, I think it's fully spawn-proof. And then there would be, like, a pillager patrol that spawned. And I'm like, well, something somewhere's not spawn-proof because they spawned here. But I think that might be it, chat. I think we might have gotten this entire place lit up. Which would be really neat. Because I would love to make this island spawn-proof. We could make it safe. Technically, you like if you're off the island, you can't get onto this island in any other way because the shores are like 2 blocks tall or whatever. Like the shore is raised all over, so no mob can just crawl up onto the surface. We can elytra hop up here, so we can get up, but no one else can. So let's see. We got the fairy ring mushrooms today done. We got all the lighting done. I think that's it. Spiders, yeah, but spiders wouldn't spawn in the water. So I'm not terribly concerned about that. Spider would have to spawn over there, swim across, and then crawl up the wall. The only things that could spawn in the water that I'd be concerned of right now would be, like, drowned, effectively. Brother, oats, please. Yo, Mookie, welcome on it, mate. Hoping you're having a fantastic one. No, brother. These oats are mine. Brother, you don't understand. They're trying to eat you. They're trying to fatten you up. No, brother. My oats, not yours. Let's see. Let's fix that one little spot there. And, you know, technically, I could just slap these guys on like that. And maybe... Can I slap one, like, on this block here? Because the bridge, we've already spawn-proofed the bridge. I know the bridge is safe. Damn, that's still barely not getting this block right there. That should cover this whole corner, and this is kind of wrapped around, so you don't really see it, so it's hidden a little bit. Which means I don't need the one that's on top. That works. Like I said, I'm not being super nitpicky right now. I mean, I'm being very nitpicky right now. Well, I guess one way we could test it is I could turn the mob switch off. I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, I'm content for, like, look at this, right? Like, look how the forest is not lit at all, but as you walk through, you get glimmers of, like, the crystals showing through, because the crystals are, like, bright, vibrantly bright. That's the only thing that I want to see as I walk through here. Everything else should look, like, dark and moody. Except for these vibrant-ass bright crystals. Let's take a scenic trip through the forest here. I wish I had, like, step height on so I can, like, go through without having to, like... I guess I could turn auto jump on and be cringe just for a minute. And then we have the fairy ring mushroom in the middle. Which, arguably, I think I want to do a little bit more with this area. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the concept, but I feel like there's a little bit more that I can do to, like, jazz this place up. I don't want to go too hard, but even if there's a block I can do that's kind of between mycelium and this warped fungus, like... Ooh, actually, what about crimson planks? Because they're kind of purplish red. The done, it's Discord light mode. Ah! Wait, hear me out, chat. Hear me out. 1 second. Last thing. And then we'll do some Wordle. And then we'll probably wrap up Strim there. 1 second. 1 second. Hold. You're hearing out. Hear me out. Yeah, hear me out. Wait for it, chat. Let me get into my hole. Let me enter my hole. It's been... Alright, another second. You need to hear me out for another second. I can make this work. Alright, 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Hear me out. 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds hearing. Alright. Here we go. Okay, so now let's say I break this, place this. I don't think I could place the mushrooms on top of it. Right, but that color is kind of a nice in-between of the red and the purple. Like, that's like the perfect in-between color. Right? Like, look at that. If only I could place, like, stuff like that on top of it to help it blend more. And if only I could place the mushroom... Actually, can I place the mushrooms on top of it? Surely I can't, right? No, I can't. I didn't think I could. Where the hell did I pull this mushroom from? You're back? Welcome back, my guys. 7 out of 10. I like the colors. The colors match. I don't know. It's like still missing a little bit of something. That's not gonna do it. Maybe carpet? I'm trying to think of a way to, like, just give it a little bit more something here. It just seems a little bit too blank. Puppy, I need bark. But I think I'm going to leave it for there, chat. I'm not going to nitpick tonight. I'm going to brainstorm some, and if I come up with something, we'll come back to it. For now, let's plant our potatoes. We're going to do a sleep first. In fact, I have potatoes on me. In fact, I don't need to go anywhere. I could just land right now, sleep, and then we can go plant potatoes. We'll plant our 12 daily spuds for today, unless that number goes up. And then we'll do Wordle, and then we will, heckin' do a raid. How's that sound? Whee! Alright, to the potato field. Let's see, where are we at? Looking for a place. I think we planted somewhere over there last time. We could do this little area. This area works. Get this little area did right here. Works. Let's do this. Alright. Let's firstly and foremost thank all the people that planted spuds today. If you've not already, you still have a chance. You can still redeem it. We got One Shot Robot. We got Milkman. We got... Oh, I'm on the wrong thing, but still correct. Milkman, One Shot Robot. We got B. We got Chris. We got Lab Goat. We got Sacrifice. We got Sensible Duck. We got The True Sacrifice. The True Sacrifice. We got Hero. We got Kira. We got Brevin. We got Goop Guy. Last chance for your spud to be planted this stream. As I go ahead and mark all of these complete. That's 12 spuds. 13 spuds. Thank you, Eva. I got your spud in there at the last second. Thank you, Eva, for your spud as well. Let's go ahead and get those spuds plant dam generated. 13 spuds for us. 2, 3, and I'll probably plant a few extras as we normally do here. Just to finish a stack or finish the area off. So let's do this area right here. And I'll say we'll cut it off here, just so that, you know, whatever's in range of this. We'll do this, this layer next. Up, we've already ran out. Let's finish this stack off. There we are. Oh, why am I being bullied? Why? That was yours, potato? Oh, wait. Well then, oh, my friggin' thing didn't scroll. Wow. All right, Oob, thank you for your potato. Why did you plant it at the last second? I'm judging you now. Can't believe you waited till the end of stream to plant your potato. What if you forgore? What if you forgore, Oob? The abomination of potatoes, wow. What do you mean? What are you talking about, huh? How many potatoes? Yeah, I should be able to see it down there. 190,618. Exclamation point potatoes in chat for anyone that might be new that doesn't understand why I'm filling my world with potatoes. Let's do from this. Let's see. Can I reach? Can I reach? I can reach. I can reach. I think that's as far as I'm going to go to this level. And I'm just going to go until I run out. Because as you can see, I haven't even finished mowing the grass here yet. That might honestly be enough. Do these. Plant a couple more. Plant this one. Plant these. Next thing you know, I'm just doing the whole strip. Yeah. It's good. Like that. More. 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 There we go. More. More. More! I still have a couple more. We'll do these last 15, and that's it. I almost fell on that one. There we go. I feel like I've ruined... I'm not going to plant that one. Unplants this area. In fact, I'm going to plant this one here. And we can save this for a later time. And come back and do this for a future potato plant. But yes, here we are, 190,685 spuds planted. But with that said, I do believe it's time we swap over and do our heckin' whirl, right? Ah, the sun! Ah, the sun! Where? Sun? Sun? The sun? The sun? The sun? Where's the sun? Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do-do. It's alright. Alright. Let's switch over here. Actually, wait, I want to go back here. I need to delete this. Thank you, everyone, for... Let me go back to this real quick. For the 101 subscribers on YouTube. You guys are all freaking amazing. Crazy that we hit that goal. I was joking when I was like, we can get 10 more subscribers. And the next thing you know, you guys blew it out of the water. Forgot how to sub, you'll make it 102 later. Exclamation point socials in chat. And then you just click the YouTube link, and then you hit the subscribe. And here, like, I'll leave it up for you if you want to do it. I'll leave it up so you can watch the number go up before I remove it. Your main is on comm. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Well, there we go. That goes away forever. Just Thano dust it. Remove. There, it's been removed. Also, the Wordle, definitely has nothing to do with neutrons. Why would you try to spoil it for me, Brev? Why would you try to spoil it for me? Alright, let's get the browser up. Let's go ahead and jump over to the Wordle. Where's the Wordle? This is Wordle, right? Yeah, that's Wordle. Alright, chat. Let's heckin' wardle. Let's wardle. Alright, chat, you ready to wardle? Are you heckin' ready to wardle? Are you even wardling yet? Alright, chat, are we ready? Are we ready? Are you ready? Beg for forgiveness. Which one do we start with? Do we start with the AI? The AI's suggestion of plate. It's always suggest plate. Ugh. Do we start off with the classic adieu? Or does chat have a better one? Force, because F ma. Force, because that's what I did to your mom last night. Oh! F ma, get it? What are we starting off with, chat? What are we starting off with? Let's see. Donut as usual. Do not. Don't. Donut. Let's see. That's only one vowel. It's only one vowel. Please don't the cat. Yesn't. Let's see. I want to get at least 2 vowels in there, chat. 2 vowels. So like an A and an O, an A and an I, something like that. Let's see. Trying to think of a good word. Not sure, when you stop being... Okay, Brev, fine. Okay, fine. Donut. Well, we'll count you as a vowel this time. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, I'm Brev. I think you's a vowel. I forgot to. Yeah, everyone else is like, ah, man. Yeah, all right, I guess so. Yeah, all right, just O is the only vowel there. All right, let's see. Do not work for us? Okay. Do is do we do. Do is not... O is in the second spot. D is not in the first. Okay, so now we need a word that has O in the second spot and D in the nut spot. We need D in the nut. Force doesn't have any of those. Oh, we need D. Remember, we have to use the D. We're on hard mode. We have to use the hint. So it has to be something O-D. We know D is not in the first slot. We know O is in the second. So... Fords. Your computer crashed the second you put donut. Let's go. Donut's too powerful, us. The donut is too powerful for Brev's internet to handle. Let's see. Pods. Found. Oh, found. That's a good one. Oh, no, there's no U, and there's no N. It's not gonna start with D. No U. Yeah, there's no U. There's no nut. There's no nut in found. This is, we might have actually got a killer word that there's only like 2 words that we could like, we might second try this. Ooh, bonds. No, there's no end. B-O-D-E-S? Bodes? Like it doesn't bode well? I don't know if that's a word. I don't know if bodes is a word. Is bodes a word? Like that doesn't bodes well for you? Doesn't bode well? There's no... It is bored. Ooh, bored is a good one. Bored. Ooh, I like bored. Yeah, let's do bored. Because if it's bodes, it would also tell us with this. Every word you realize, some letter you forgore. I like bored. Okay. It's not bored. And it doesn't have a B, so it's not bodes. So... Yeah, this is a toughie. So the D isn't in the first or the last spot, typical D. So it has to be something O D something. Or something O something D something. I think it's OD. OD'd. Pod? Pods? OD folds? Oh wait, folds? F-O-L-D-S? It could be folds. It could be folds. It could be folds. I don't feel like there's lots of words left for it to be. I'm genuinely curious, like, how many words are possibly left? I'm gonna take the shot. Old. What has old in it that isn't F or S? That had to have been a 50-50 between some crazy word. Polds? Colds? Goldie? No. Well, it doesn't have S. It can't be a plural word. Goldie? That's not a word, is it? Goldie's not a word, is it? That's like a name. Waldy. Waldom. Waldov. No, I don't think it's W. Molds? Oh. No, there's no S. No S. Mold. Molds. No, there's no S. Moldy. Moldy? That's not how you spell moldy, right? Like, that's incorrect. There's like a U in there. Yeah, M-O-U-L-D-Y, right? Oh. This is a real head scratcher. I'm scratching my head, chat. I don't know, can you hear me scratching all over? I'm scratching, I'm rubbing. This is rubbing. I'm stroking my head. That, pause, never mind. Delete that from the internet. It can be spelt either way. Should I try moldy? This might be the closest we have ever been to failing. It's gonna yell at us. It's not real. Let's go! It was the correct spelling of moldy. That is so weird. That is so weird. Let's go. Let's go. We got it, though. Guess distribution. I don't know what that is. Let's see what the bot says. All right, bot, start us off with plate and tell us how perfect you are. We are below average today, chat. I'm sorry to say we are below average today. Below average. Oh, we're below average. Great. All right, let's see. Below average. Steps 4. Most people did it in roughly 4. So we're not that bad. We're not that bad. We were really lucky today, apparently. So donut. Plate. Why is plate just the certified best one ever forever? Ado was second place, though. We could have started with second place. Donut is, we're not going to talk about where donut lands. So there's still 63 words left. We gained 60% knowledge. I think that's pretty good. Skill level with board was 90. We're very skilled with that one. With only 9 words left, I feel like that's a pretty good jump. That's a pretty good jump. But not the best, obviously. What did it say? Model. Okay, model would have been a pretty good word. But it also knows what the answer is already, so. Model would have been a pretty good word. I'm stroking my head. No. Model would have been a pretty good word. And then we did folds. Moody. Why is moody a better word? There's 2 O's. That's a terrible word. And then there's literally only one word. Oh, so we couldn't have failed. There was literally only 1 word left. So we pretty much gained the answer from typing in folds. Which if we would have typed in moody, we wouldn't have gained the answer. What? How is this the play? It was not deleted from the internet. It wasn't deleted from the internet. It wasn't deleted from the internet. Oh, no, chat. All right, well, we did better. I don't care what you say. We did better. We did better than the bot, okay? We did better than the bot, arguably. We were the best, actually. In fact, they're gonna start training the bot off what we did. That's what's gonna happen. But with that said, chat, let's concede our brain meats for the night. And let me find out who all's live right now. Artificial ignorance. Yeah, exactly. There we go. Artificial ignorance. Stare into the infinity. 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 I like how I'm rocking perfectly with it too. All right, let's see who all's live right now. We pretty much did Minecraft tonight, so let's look for someone doing Minecraft. Let's see. Kaiser's playing Valorant. Let's see. Moon's Rain. We rated Moon's Rain last time, right? Date everything. Everyone and their mother is playing this game right now. I fear this game, chat. I fear this game. As an asexual man, I fear this game. You have tested AI. It's stupid. Ask it one game and it knew nothing until it corrected it. I will say, this was a funny thing that happened the other day. I was setting up the multiple cameras for Beat Saber, which I still technically don't know if they work yet. And I found out there was this way to make it so that while I am in the VR, someone else could push buttons on my keyboard to switch between the cameras, right? However, it only supports that if you like physically manually code it. So I had to like open a JSON and like manually code it in. And when I was doing it, I was like, okay, well in the example, they use like the F1 or F2 or F3, like keys like that to trigger the cameras. And I'm like, okay, so I'll just do F2, F3, etc. like that. But when I did those and we got in the game, pushing F2 or F3 like restarted the level or paused the game, like it interacted with the game. So I'm like, I can't use those. So I'm like, all right, I'll just use the numbers like 1 or 2. Like you have to be focused on the window to be able to do it. So like, it's not like I'm gonna accidentally type somewhere. but it wouldn't detect when I put 1, because I'm assuming there's like in JSON you have to type like numpad 1 or something else to have it identify, as I'm going off in the corner over here, to identify that it is like the number 1, so to speak. So I went to ChatGPT and I'm like, ChatGPT, first of all, identify what this is, what the code is, because I didn't know what the hell the code was. And it's like, oh, from the looks of it, this is this, and I know that because of this. So it's like, okay, it's JavaScript. Okay, so if I wanted to insert 1 instead of like F1, how do I make it do that? And it's like, oh, you typed this in. And I'm like, okay, but I tried that and it didn't work. And it's like, oh, if it didn't work, that's probably because it wants you to type alpha 1 instead of whatever, because you're probably using, like from the context of the code you're typing, which by the way, chat, the code has nothing to do with like, it doesn't say Beat Saber or camera mod. It doesn't say anything in it. It just says like scene 1, camera, like, you know, scene 1, back view, scene 2, like that. It's just set like that. Nothing to do with camera, nothing to do with Beat Saber. And ChatGPT was like, you're probably playing a mod for a game like Beat Saber using camera 2. And if you want that, it uses this kind of coding in language, and you need to like, how did you know what that code was for? So, I think maybe it knows. It literally said the mod that I was using that code from, and the game the mod was for. Oh no, it's going to be terminated. It's full Skynet. Let's see, we got Sardine, then right back, the ADHD snaps right back into, oh, that's right, I was fighting someone in a raid. Everyone is playing Deltarune. My god, everyone I'm following is like playing Deltarune right now. Ray. You know, we've never raided Ray. And like, I've always had the rule of like, we don't raid people unless like we can like make up like at least 20% of their viewers, but like, that number is like half that. Like, that's technically, is that, but they're like a famous person, right? I don't know. I feel like Ray would be cool with it. Do we do a Ray raid? What is Ray up to tonight? Ads. My favorite. Ray from Star Wars. Yeah. It could be readable from the code. Yeah, but like, I could literally copy and paste. Here, what? I will literally go to Discord, and I will copy and paste the actual code that I used. I don't think it'll dox anything. It's literally like 5 lines of code. 1 second. This is literally the code. I literally copied and pasted this into ChatGPT, and it said, yes, it's probably Beat Saber's Camera 2 mod.
Not always about the
Bruh. Bruh. Like, actually, wait, I think I screenshotted it. 1 second. Let me see if I can find the screenshot. Yeah, here you go. It literally is like, depending upon the software, likely a game or modding tool, like Camera 2 and Beat Saber, for example. Here are a few variations to try in place of 4. So instead of typing F4, typing in Alpha 4, which is the thing I tried, but I haven't tried it yet. I seem quite pale. I don't know what you're talking about. I feel perfectly fine. Could be a well enough hint. But yeah, okay. So let's chat. Are you okay with doing a Ray raid? They should be out of, while they're busy. They're AFK.
Oh, I did miss it.
Oh no, they're not AFK.
Maybe I was.
You guys want to raid Ray?
Having a drink, but
they're
yeah,
building. They're doing Copper Golem stuff. Okay, let's raid. Let's raid Ray.
Ducky for
We're gonna do a raid Ray. A raid raid. We're doing a Ray raid. They're doing Copper Golem stuff. This is a good thing to see. I kind of don't want to watch it right away, so I might just go back and watch the pod. But they're doing Copper Golem stuff, chat. That's like, come on, you guys are interested in that, right? All right, 1 second. Let me type commands in. I gotta close all this crap that I opened up here. /raid Raiseworks. There we go. Alrighty then, chat. With that said, if you are just joining us now while I fade out into the existence, and we're gonna do this while I'm becoming incorporeal. If you are just joining us now, we are wrapping up Stram. However, Don't go anywhere just yet. Stick around for the raid. Earn yourself some free potato chips in the process. Speaking of potato chips, you know, if you're already hanging out with us tonight, might you consider unlocking the Pogtato? We could spam some Pogtatos, spam some support for our fellow Twitch streamers. With that said, if you do like what you see, want to make sure you don't miss out on the next stream, consider dropping us a follow here on Twitch. You know, do exclamation point socials in chat, gain access to our community Discord and Twitter. We always announce when we go live there next. We stream every day that starts with a T at 3:30 CST. With that said, our next scheduled stream will be this Thursday. It will be Deltarune Chapter 3. Probably Chapter 3 Part 1, because I'm not going to go for 10 hours this Thursday. That'd be crazy. With that said, chat, today, thank you so much for all the biddies. Thank you so much for all the subs, the gifted subs. Thank you for the hype trade. Choo-choo, that's why we got the level 2 hat on. Thank you guys for the support, for the follows, for hanging out, for vibing. You guys are all so amazing. You're all so fantastic. And I can't say this enough. You're all valid. Please, don't change, chat. Keep being as wholesome as you are. Thank you again for all the amazing support. And until next stream, later, taters. Hello?
Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Everybody calm down.
VIP OSR. Okay, 1 second. Let me screenshot that before we wrap. I was literally about to push the button. 1 second. Let me put that in here so I don't forget. OSR, you know what to do. You got a command. You know what to do. Drop the command. The suggestion chabs, DM me, whatever you like to do with it. I have the reminder here. And Mimi, I have not made your command yet. Not yet. I work on it this weekend. I promise. I'm working on it this weekend. I promise. Sorry, I low-key kind of forgot. I low-key kind of forgot. Wait, could you give you link? Yes. Mods, can we get a link? I will give you link after I hit the raid button so I can paste everything in the correct order. There we go. Okay, chat. Thank you again. And until next stream, later taters. Bye-bye.
Tuning out of starlight, the innocent lifetime flickers and flashes under a canvas. No. Nobody seems worth it, while the feeling's sophisticated. The view is so restrained. The past is nearing closer and closer. This emptiness, it's just a blank slate, waiting for pain to interfere. It's quite complex.